Okay. Are we back up? Mic working? Looks like we're connected. I just don't understand the copyright things with some of this stuff. Like a 1974 game show. You're gonna get upset about that? All right. Well, sorry about the Chuck Woolery stream. It's amazing that you can't pay tribute to a dead guy without. They took it down for the Tattletales episode, and then they took it back down again a second time for a for like an old ass 1980 Wheel of Fortune episode. So hopefully, I don't know. That's really weird. Anyway, since they don't want to let me do Chuck Woolery, I guess we'll continue on with Fishtank. Here's day 27.
Day 27. For most of the day, there's just more cleaning, getting things prepped for the final act, the return of Famous House. Symbol and Bert discuss how Bert's participation in Act 3 is completely dependent upon him winning the pull-up challenge. Missy is not going to try, and Symbol, who's on her team, is throwing the competition to make sure Missy doesn't get immunity, meaning the challenge realistically will be between Bert and Peyton. If Peyton wins, Bert is eliminated. But if Bert wins, it goes to a vote between Peyton and Missy, with Missy probably being the one to go. They also briefly mention Peyton's new disgust for Bert after he blurted off to her, so that might be a factor. Bert then tries to help Binks with her pull-up technique, which will improve his chances of winning, as she's on his team. Symbol, who doesn't have any clothes, is talking to Jet about getting his new wardrobe, and Jet also tells Bert that he's gonna give him a pair of his personal sunglasses.
So, what? What are we leaving today? What? Are we bouncing today? Probably.
Nifty, who days ago said she wanted to get makeup done by the girls, is finally getting her makeup day, going full goth while she gets a fan tax.
Like, how ridiculous is that? Like, that you can't watch a 19... And again, like, this stream is not even like, none of my live streams are monetized, like, while they're running live. There's no monetization on them, on my end anyway. Like, why would they be mad that I'm... Like, and again, I bet we talked more than we watched on that episode, so it was definitely transformative.
For your face, please.
Ugh.
They paid a lot of money for this. I promise I won't go crazy. I won't go crazy, okay?
It's okay, it's waterproof.
Promise, Nifty.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay, there you go.
Nifty is now dark Nifty. We get a scene with Peyton and Missy pretending that they're walking into the house for the first time and meeting
Yeah, there's always like a little like Mario song in the background on these recaps.
each other, something that will be crucial for them in the coming days.
I'm Peyton.
I'm Lizzie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How old are you?
I'm between 20 and 30.
Okay, nice. I'm 19.
So if you've missed anything or you're like, you need a catch up, Frank came into the house, completely devastated everything. They paid him to leave. Now they're resetting the house and they're going to go back to Famous House. So they're going to pretend like they're going to have the people that are left. They're telling them that they're the plants and they're going to restart Famous House. They're going to pretend like they have no idea what's going on, and then new people are going to come in. So that's what they're like prepping and training for right now, is for like the relaunch of Famous House.
Oh my god, you're a baby.
Yeah, little baby from Texas.
Keep workshopping this amongst yourselves for a while until it feels good and sounds good. No, it sounds... Binks, you're probably the best at it, so you should help them.
Okay.
They discuss the order of entry as the four
What they did to Mark Fusion was wrong. I know, like they're... I'm sure that episode of Tattletales that had 200 views is a real moneymaker for them.
Four of them will be in the house before any new contestants enter. The order that they all entered in is a story that they will need to get down pat to make sure that their cover isn't blown. TTS spooks out the fish.
What
Production has teased some of Act 3 to the viewers. It's going to be so fun, not for Missy. Have a nice flight back to L.A.
Thanks, I
Do you hear what
will.
they just said?
That
They've teased Act 3.
It hasn't even happened. How are you gonna tease it?
They might have a teaser.
Hold on, you guys are not understanding what they just said. You're both not getting it. So, the audience watches us 24/7.
Yeah.
They saw G in the room explaining. They saw our talk about what's going to happen, reading our little papers and shit or whatever. They know everything that we've been told. They understand that. But they just said production just teased Act 3, which means that Act 3 is not at all what we think it is, and they've teased to the audience what it really is.
That's a big, like, jump there, I feel like.
That's what it means. So there is a twist, of course.
Well, y'all, you know, if it's a really bad one, I'll enjoy my flight.
To be clear, nothing from Act 3 has actually been teased yet. You didn't miss anything. Peyton, for probably
Oh, so there wasn't actually. There was just the TTS gaslighting them.
the first time this season, is getting pressed by TTS, attacking her by finding out her views on the trans community and dating, which results in her being called a TERF.
Peyton, if I transition, would you take care of me? Also, could I keep my dick? Or is that a deal breaker for you?
No dicks. So sorry.
This was interesting. I watched this live, and there was also like a huge social media component to this with people discussing like Peyton's views and whatnot. And I just thought it was interesting that like Peyton haters, there were a lot of Peyton haters who were like, you could tell were like had anti-trans views, but they chose to like vilify Peyton for being a TERF, even though like to them personally, they probably like would have a, you know, would side with her on it, but because they don't like her on the show, they're trying to use like anything to like wedge her out. But it was a really, there was a lot of coverage of this scene on social media.
Peyton, are you saying you wouldn't date a trans person? Wow, I expected better from you.
I'm not saying I would not date.
Transphobic.
I'm not saying I won't date a trans person, but do not transition for anybody else. Your body.
Peyton is a TERF. 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 Peyton lesbo.
A TERF is like somebody who doesn't like trans people.
Literally never said that.
Peyton, I am transitioning for you right now. My throbbing 10 inches dick will become a feminine penis. All for you. Thanks, WJ.
Was that TTS from Spicoli?
Guys, I have black friends. I'm not racist. See how you sound dumb, lesbo? You're a TERF. Just admit it.
Here.
Bigot! What the is wrong with you, Peyton? Girl dick is great. How can you say they aren't women? TERF.
I never said they're not women. Girl dicks are great, but do not transition for someone else. Transition for you.
Peyton, you would never date a trans person. Just be honest. You know you want a real woman with real woman parts.
Okay, so I looked it up just because I didn't know I wanted to make sure I had everything right. So it's, according to the online dictionary, TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist, a person whose views on gender identity are considered hostile to transgender people who oppose social and political policies designed to be inclusive of trans people. Okay, so that's what a TERF is. Trans exclusionary radical feminist. So they do not think that feminism encompasses the social issues of trans women, essentially.
Never said that.
Peyton, you beautiful retard. Trans people are demons. If you won't suck a girl dick, then you know the truth. Circumflex Joe.
I'll suck a girl dick.
Peyton, I agree with you. Trans women are just playful young mangots in dresses.
No, did not say that. He literally.
Oh, that's just great, Peyton. What am I supposed to do with all these estrogen pills now? I already cut it off for you.
Peyton, you said no dicks. So if you won't date a girl with a dick, you're a TERF. Just admit it. Hey Peyton, do you like Harry Potter? How about J.K. Rowling?
Peyton, it's a trans show, bigot. Why won't you date a man in a dress? Trans women are real women.
Yes, they are.
Jeff is male to female. Why won't you accept him, Peyton?
What the?
I can't believe this. Been a Peyton fan since day one, but as a trans person myself, I can't support such a bigoted TERF. Peyton, I just came from TikTok and it's going viral that you're a TERF. You've lost my endorsement, you bigot. Peyton lost a lot of endorsements after proving you're transphobic. I'm assuming audience was seriously hurt by you.
What? Close.
You gonna crash out and leave dumb lesbo bitch? Everyone now knows you're a TERF. Might as well go home and save face.
What?
How do we even know Peyton is lesbian? She openly hates on a gay black man and now hates transgender women? Do better.
Peyton, you were my favorite. But when you said you wouldn't date a black man, you lost my support. Yuck, you make me sick.
I won't date a man.
I was hoping he would show a lot of this because I'm serious. Like this scene like got so much like attention.
Quiet? Scared? Of what? Your whole life being ruined because you're a bigot? That's on you, Peyton. Shame.
Oh, and also, as always, we're watching Cucumber Feet's channel. He does the best, in my opinion, Fishtank recaps.
Red alert. Red alert. Red alert.
I hope you know that.
There's the big guy. Big alert.
She ends up crying in confessional. Bert and Symbol do the same scene that Peyton, Mizzy, and Binks did earlier, going over introductions, and the two of them sound very wooden. Jason arrives as the owners of Sticker Mule roll up in their Sticker Mule mobile. They do some boxing training with Bert. It goes exactly as expected.
Are these really the owners of Sticker Mule?
They then teach the rest of the fish some self-defense techniques.
Hit my hand. Okay, hit it again. Hit it again. What happened?
Jeff's learning some self-defense. He's about to be back. I think he's only a few days away from being out, if that.
Defense class is about to end, but Jason wants a little more.
Because I don't know for sure. I didn't see it on the live stream, and I haven't watched much since they did the big switch over. But I think that he'll have to leave the freeloaders. That sucks. If Jeff's gonna be gone and Job's gonna be gone. Symbol is constantly plotting. Oh yeah. Did you see earlier, South to West, at the beginning of the stream, it said that he threw a challenge intentionally to harm his teammate, Mizzy, to make sure she couldn't get, like, to hurt her chances of getting immunity?
He also proposes that Bert boxes Mizzy.
Mizzy, wow, put this on, please. It's to dehumanize you and make you easier to hit. Bert, will you put these on?
Oh, God.
Thank you. Oh, wow. You can just adjust the mask until you can see stuff.
What's going on?
How do you do with boxing, Bert?
It was, I think I did okay, considering it was completely unexpected and blindsided.
Mm-hmm. Bert, would you box Mizzy?
I don't, why? I don't.
Like, I understand why they wouldn't want him to, like, full-on 100% box, but, like, Bert could do boxing with her. He could, like, do the, you know, like, where she hits his hands and stuff, and she could duck his... I think they could, like, super, super light spar. I don't think that'd be an issue.
I feel awkward doing that.
You feel awkward doing it?
It's a past, it's a complicated relationship. It'd be awkward.
Why?
Your turn, Molly.
Like, emotional feelings.
Didn't they tease one time on an earlier day, like when they were all in the living room with the boxing gloves, they teased that somebody was it Mizzy that was gonna get hit, or Binks?
Stuff. Is it required?
No.
Oh, okay.
Jason then tells them to get set up for a new challenge. As they're setting up, Ben gets angry.
Where are Binks and Symbol?
That's a disadvantage.
Binks! Symbol! Get in here now!
We then get the popcorn, Pepsi, and pretzel lore.
What do you like more about Orville Redenbacher compared to Pop Secret?
I like the fact that it's a movie theater butter flavor. I used to work in a movie theater. It was my first job.
Hit the bowl. The bowl for your popcorn?
Oh yeah. Okay. I used to work in a movie theater, and I had we're allowed free popcorn and free Pepsi. And I guess that's kind of like I got the habit of having popcorn and Pepsi.
Yep.
The pretzels came like a little bit later.
Interesting. The challenge begins with the two immune fish.
So was Bert saying that when he worked at a movie theater that he would give people free shit? That's kind of based. Look at Symbol. He just looks completely worn out. Also, I found the full disability challenge on Twitter, and we definitely have to watch that sometime. Maybe we can do the Do that one and the Burt psych eval in a stream.
Symbol and Binks as team captain. Binks picks Peyton, Mizzy, and Job for her team, and Symbol picks Nifty, Jeff, and Bert. But
like, look at his eyes. He just seems like he's broken.
Nifty gets swapped out for Sticker Mule. Sam doesn't know what a relay race is and has to ask Peyton for help.
How do we run a relay race?
Where do you want to
Wait,
start?
I
Where do
need
you want to
shoes.
finish?
Can I change my shoes?
And what
No.
activities do you have?
Drinking zip.
That's it?
Yeah, I saw it on TikTok.
What?
So we all have one starting point, and then we need to tag a person, and the next person continues where the last person left off.
Yeah, you have to like drink zip while you're running
Yeah.
or something. I don't know how you would integrate that into a relay race.
Ready for this?
Pass it on.
So,
Also, the Sticker Mule gives a confessional.
Guys, here's how it starts, okay?
Yes, thank you.
When you start, you're gonna have 4 closed cans, all right? You have to drink and run simultaneously. So you're gonna have to open a can, drink it while running, okay? When it's done, crush it,
Nifty, you should diss the Sticker Mule next.
crush it, drop it down,
Sticker Mule
and you're gonna give the 3 cans that are left to the second leg in your team, okay?
Was that like the first time that we've heard Nifty speak in one of these edits? It seems like Cucumber Feet is not a Nifty fan.
You're gonna start right here, and you're gonna pop your cans, run while drinking all the way around the door. When you get over here, you need to have 1 empty can crushed, thrown on the floor. The other 3 cans, you give it to your teammate that's at the door, and then they run, okay? All right, both you guys, you have to go around the center here, counterclockwise, and then back out. And you guys are gonna stop right here, okay?
I couldn't. There's no way I would remember. This is so complicated. Well, I mean, I have high brain, but
Runs at the door, and then Sticker Mule and Peyton, you're gonna start here.
I'd end up getting eliminated because I lost immunity, not remembering where I was supposed to run to.
Have you go around, fireplace. Finish could probably be right here. First person to touch this painting of apples.
I can't drink in the thing.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to figure something out. All right. And begin. Finish that can. Go, 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 go. Do the same thing, open.
Jeff should be a pro at this. He's probably like stealing 40s at gas stations and shit.
You have to finish your cans. Jeff's doing it. What a madman. Amazing. Here goes. Bert. Go, Bert, go. He's guzzling down. Oh. 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 Oh, Joe's so far behind.
really? We're on Job still?
Yeah.
You can't open it.
Let's go, Sticker Mule. You better drink that shit. You're still hot. You can do it.
Is immunity on the line in this challenge? I can't imagine if I got kicked out because the Sticker Mule fucked up.
Come on, Mizzy. Sticker's he's on the stairs. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Come on, Mizzy. You got it, you got it.
Took him out.
Come on, you got it, you got it, you got it. Just finish, you got it.
Just drink it.
You got it, you got it.
I can see why. Go put your crush. You're all right.
I don't know how to drink soda that fast.
Where's your can? You're supposed to come here and go there? Oh, you don't know you're starting in any point? Have to Bert. Oh man, don't fail me now.
This is team 1. Woo! Sticker meal fucked up.
Shut up!
First person to touch the painting. This is team 1.
That was so.
Well done. Well done, Mason. Thank you, Sticker Mule.
Alright, thank you for making this possible, guys. Yeah.
With Sticker Mule losing it for his team because he didn't know where the end point was. We move on.
See what I mean? I told you it was confusing and it would get fucked up and that the sticker mule would fuck it up, and that's exactly what happened.
To a new competition, which is a relay race with obstacles. The first team is Mizzy, Symbol, Jeff, Nifty. Second team is Bert, Peyton, Job, and Binks. And then our fish starts setting up obstacles.
Maybe cram this under so it doesn't fall.
I think I undid it. Oh.
But before the race begins, the fish are gathered in the den for the pull-up challenge. Bert believes he was sabotaged by production, being forced to box earlier, as well as run the relay race. The pull-up challenge begins.
Since nobody took it seriously, we're not doing immunity for this. So it's just for money. What else? Mizzy, did you want to show me your choking defense before you get eliminated?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you face the camera? All right. Go ahead.
Oh, that is
Get this.
me out.
Get his finger. Get his finger. Get his finger. Come on, get his fingers.
Elbow up.
Oh no.
Push his elbow up.
Kick it.
Okay. Very good.
Symbol
Do you want to show me your choking defense before you're eliminated?
does 19, Bert does 6, Jeff does 1, Job does none, Binks does 1.5, Mizzy does
Dude, Jeff getting one, honestly, that's pretty impressive.
none, Peyton does 4.
Symbol, you went from 17 to 19.
That goes back.
It was not that bad. Compared to the others. Most of them know when you practice. Bert, you went from 10 to 6. Joe, you went from 0.15 to 0.3. Good, you doubled. Binks, you went from 0.02 to 1.5. Mizzy went from 0.07 to 0.7. Nifty, well, we're dividing by 0, so it's infinity. Multiply infinity. Peyton, you went from 5 to 4. The most improved, just flat out, would be Symbol, but I said I would multiply the girls. Binks went from basically 0 to 1.5, so that's a Binks victory.
I finally beat Symbol at something. And pull-ups at
How
that.
much money was that for?
And with the pull-up challenge complete, we go back to our obstacle relay race.
All right. Begin. Bert, you gotta drink that full can.
Mizzy, come on, Mizzy. Good job, Mizzy. Chop. Crush it, he's crushing it. Crush. Go.
Binks, nice piggy.
Go.
Binks, nice piggies. Binks, nice piggies.
This is like the most ratchet reality show challenge I think I've ever seen, this obstacle course relay race.
So you guys are voting this time.
Chuck, you got it.
Red alert. Ready for big guy.
Just breathe.
Big alert. Big alert.
Binks is blowing it here. They gave her a huge lead.
This is the gay guy. Go, Jeff!
Okay, Jeff is really impressing me in this challenge. That was pretty badass.
Take your time, take your time. She's still down. Oh, she's coming for you. Amy's on her way. Bro, she's coming for you. Drink that shit. I don't know about this one. This is extra because someone had.
With our second race complete, the moment approaches. It's time for our next elimination.
4 weeks ago, we all came into this house, fresh-faced, wide-eyed, hungry for fame. No one hungrier for fame than I. Because I need money. And I need fame. But you also, you more than me, need money and fame. You are lacking in money and fame to a degree that I cannot calculate. And I will not go back to that life. Selling crack, fentanyl, being a gay sex worker. I'm not going back. I will remain famous and rich.
Did you see Bert when he said gay sex worker? Like,
Probably getting off track here, okay. Okay. 4 weeks ago, we entered into this house, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to be famous on the hit Hulu reality show, Famous House. We had fun meeting new friends. Alexis, beautiful woman, Alex B, his eyes alive with the passion of a cobra. Smack, who I'll never forget, and I will dedicate $1 million to a charity.
I mean, Alex B was, while he was in the house, absolute Keno. Anything he did pretty much was entertaining. It kind of sucks that he left when he did, but...
In your name, Smack. Ian, who shook this house to its core with his animated antics, funny dialogue lines, great persona, and amazing ability to keep up rapport with other people in the house. And his Riz. Who can forget about Ted? Who's now dead. I killed him. I killed Ted. His body is in the yard up there. What? He's dead. Ted's dead, baby. What the f***? Is this bullshit? No. Who else am I missing here?
Is there anybody else?
Laurent. Laurent the Prince. Laurent the Prince, the reality star, making waves. He's actually got a new show on Netflix.
It's called Ronnie's Home.
It's But all of these famous stars, some of them became fish. Some of them stayed famous stars. But there will always be legends in our hearts. And then something happened. There were subtle clues. Little things here
This is a great speech.
and there out of place. What were they? Does anybody remember? What struck you as odd?
Do you want to go through the whole list?
Yes.
Okay. First thing, when we came here, there were 7 males and 5 females.
Correct.
An uneven number of males and female ratio.
Yes.
Which I thought was odd.
Yes.
Okay. Then eventually I learned about these sponsors we had.
Yes.
First, Dude Wipes. Then it was Mr. Beast Chocolate.
Mr. Beast, as in she-male, Ava Chris Tyson, Mr. Male product.
Oh my god, did you see Bert's eyes?
Wipes
Yes.
for a man's asshole. What else?
And then there's Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Razor.
No balls.
Male balls.
Then Hims, the hair product solution.
Yes.
And then there was the big screen TV TCL, I believe, TLC, TCL, I think.
Total cock lover.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, just put Fishtank season 3 needs to be playing on like a monitor on loop in like the Louvre or the Museum of Modern Art.
Interesting.
That's my brand. Total cock lover television. Is it safe to say that Bert was the first? What's that noise?
They're
Oh, they're fixing it.
yeah.
Is it safe to say that Bert was the first
I just noticed this. The sticker mule is still there. He's like lurking in the he's lurking in the background.
person to suspect that this show was not what it seemed? Is that fair to say?
I think I was one of the vocally.
Missy, you didn't know
I knew that if something's off.
Is it safe to say that Bert was the first person to suspect that all is not what it seemed initially in Famous House? I think yes. I think yes.
In the edit, Bert's gonna be the one that figures it out. So everybody say yes.
Yeah. Get a close-up of Mizzy saying yes. Proving what I've been saying for years. Always trust a schizophrenic gay man.
Sexual.
Especially if he's blickety black. Now, from that point on,
Bert's face. Holy shit. This is like, to me, this is transcendent content. Like, if a normal season of a show even had like half of one episode of this, it would be a good season. That it's constant Kino is just amazing.
the show changed and became Fishtank. And you became Fish. No longer famous stars, but hostages. In an insane madhouse of having mustard spilled on you and having to hold a fish in a room. We did The Cell, a brutal competition that came down to 2 champions. Symbol, who has impressed me more every day from when this became Fishtank, and that's not bullshit. And Bert, who I know is determined to win and determined to be a champion, and will do what it takes. And I'm impressed with you as well. And that is not a gay thing. I saw the way your eyes suddenly went down to look at my pants. It's not gay. I'm impressed with you, Bert. Stop looking at me. But everybody here has impressed me. Everybody here has earned the right to call themselves a fish. We've grown together as a family, providing entertainment for these people at home. These viewers. Oh, the viewers.
Bert solved the puzzle. He figured out that we're going back
There's sticker mule.
to Famous House.
Did he?
That probably played best.
We edited it.
The edit, yeah. You should film both versions.
Yeah. And it was Bert, again, who solved the ultimate puzzle of Fishtank. He realized that we were going back to Famous House for Famous House 2.0. That's so badass, dude.
Yeah, that was sick. That was good.
That was sick, bro.
Could we film an alternate one where Symbol figured it out?
Yeah, of course. So that was Fishtank. We had challenges. We had the disability challenge. We met our good friend, Frank Hassel, who came and counseled these people and helped them. He helped you. He helped you. He helped you. But ultimately, it was Symbol who figured out that we were going back, that we had to go back to Famous.
Look at Bert. Bert's reactions through this. I'm so glad that Cucumber Feet left like a really long cut of this scene. Like Bert's reactions are amazing. Sam is like his like storytelling is so good here.
House 2.0. Now, unfortunately, time for the freeloaders is nearly at an end.
Oh man. Damn. I gotta say, Jeff really ended up being a pretty incredible freeloader. I mean, some really, really good crash outs. The interactions with Frank.
And one of you fish is going to be voted off today. Symbol has immunity. Binks has immunity. The Binks blasters at home are going to keep firing their load onto the keyboard. Bert, Peyton, and Missy, you, unfortunately, are up for elimination. The game is no longer Fishtank.
Do you think that TTS targeted Peyton about the turf thing to gaslight her into feeling like because Bert was a gay guy, she needed to protect him, like for her image? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Or is that like that might be too deep of a conspiracy? But I think it would work because she seemed like she was kind of like really backing off of it, especially once they told her that it was going viral on social media. So I wonder if that was like gaslighting to try to help protect Bert.
In Famous House 2.0, the name of the game is espionage, trickery, manipulation, weaving a web of lies so dense, so impossible to unravel, that nobody will know which end is up anymore. In about 2 days, you're gonna meet the new famous stars. About 12 to 15 of them, to 30 of them. They're gonna come in here, they're not gonna know it's live. They're not gonna know what the show is. They're just gonna be little clout-grubbing, wannabe actor, freak show people. And it will be your job to become their best friend. Unfortunately, one of you will not be with us. In a moment, we're gonna go in the mailroom. You're gonna cast your ballots for who you believe doesn't deserve that spot.
I'm placing my vote for Missy. The reason being, I know you're playing your game and whatever you did, but it's my only way of taking revenge from you. I would have voted Binks, just so you know, if you're listening to this. I would have voted for Binks after tonight's speech, but she's immune. And having Bert moving on into the next phase is good for me because he's going to lose his act and he's going to get caught eventually as a blunt, which is good for me. And having Peyton is just good to have someone to fight along with.
I'm voting this person because I think that out of all the people that are still here, that this
Life is definitely Mizzy right now. How you doing, Montana? So she wanted Peyton out. Peyton to me would be if you were thinking strategically, getting rid of Peyton as soon as I would get rid of Peyton as soon as possible because I think she's like the most likable person and I think she could easily make it to the end and end up winning.
this person is going to resort back to being quiet, and I do think that I can bring more entertainment, but I mean, it is what it is.
Mizzy, you with this play.
If I was in the house actually trying to win, I think my alliance would have been with Bert and Alex B. If you could get into a final three with those two, you could probably broker deals pretty easily with each of them and just exploit their paranoia to make sure that you got to the end.
Place was from day one. production told her what this was about. And she tried to gaslight me and manipulate me into not figuring out the truth, but she failed. Her actions made it even more suspicious that this famous house wasn't what it thought it was. So given the task to act like everything was totally normal and to dissuade my suspicions, she failed. And for this reason, she should not be part of Famous House 2.0.
Voting for Mizzy because that was what we all agreed on, and I was the swing vote. And my last instructions, openly discussed with Mizzy, were that this is what was going to happen.
Today, I will be choosing Mizzy because once I have a
Doesn't that put the vote at 4-1? So even if Mizzy had come over, that would have been 3-2. She's not the swing vote.
plan, I stick
Or am I forgetting something?
to it. Ever since Famous House, me, Alexis, and LeBron said we were voting Mizzy, so I'm the one still here to keep our plan alive.
In my hands, I have the votes that will decide your fates. In a moment,
I don't know why I'm anxious. I know who voted for who.
one of you will be asked to leave through those doors that you came in. We will bid you farewell. First vote, Peyton. Is this you?
No.
Next vote. Missy. Is this you? Did you write that?
No, not my hammer.
These other three votes. Are also for Mizzy. Turns out, life is Mizzy after all. Mizzy, in our opinion, you have what it takes to become a fierce fish tank competitor. But unfortunately, today was just not your day. We wish you well. On the outside, fans, please take care of her. Let's get those Pakistanis off her Instagram and get some real fans on the Life is Mizzy IG. Please, for me. Okay. Mizzy, you have been eliminated.
60, 59.
You have 60 seconds to say your goodbye.
Sticker Mule should have gotten a vote. I'm surprised they didn't. I mean, I don't think Mizzy's that interesting of a contestant, but I think she might be interesting as a freeloader. I don't really know why. I just feel like she'd be better as a freeloader. She didn't really seem to really participate in the challenges or really give a shit about that part of the show. So if she could have just focused on like product tasks that production gave her, like social tasks, I think she might be more entertaining.
56, 54, 3, 2.
Job looks crushed. I'm gonna miss Job. I think he turned out to be much more interesting than I expected, for sure. That like showdown with Ian, I thought that was so amazing.
1, 0, 60.
Like the vibe was just so tense, and just like the way Job was looking at him like dead-eyed.
$59, $58.
Bye, Joe.
Good luck out there.
Bye. Good luck, everyone.
I love that Sticker Mule is here. It just makes everything so much cooler that Sticker Mule is hanging around.
This elimination was brought to you by Sticker Mule. When you spend over $100 on stickers, posters, merch, and toys on stickermule.com, you get a free bottle of mule sauce. That's really good hot sauce. Sticker Mule, thumbs up if that's good hot sauce. Hell yeah.
Is the Sticker Mule thing real? Like, is there really a sponsorship from Sticker Mule? If so, this is like some of the like best marketing, or at least most surreal marketing. Wow. I think that was a really good episode. I mean, it was really entertaining. I love that he kept such a long cut of the Sam speech. I thought that was a really, really good segment.
Day 28. Bert claims on Jeff's last day, he's gonna hit on him to make him feel uncomfortable.
Warning, a gay guy, red alert.
Now, Bert's saying this at the same time that he's like going around telling people that, or telling, you know, in his confessionals that he's been in trouble like in the past for sexually harassing people. So on Jeff's last day, he's going to just sexually harass him for like recreational purposes.
Keyboard warriors are homosexual predators. Forget it.
They'll probably stop if you just say you're gay.
I ain't never saying that shit. And I don't care about anything I say.
It's straight till it's not straight anymore. Feet off the sofa, you bum. Jeff Gay, Jeff Gay, Jeff Gay, Jeff Gay.
Red alert.
Those sunglasses bring out like something in Bert. I feel like he's much more like aggressive with the sunglasses on.
Red alert. Red alert.
The four fish get pulled into confessional for their last one of Act 2 before the house transforms into Famous House 2.0. Symbol goes first. On the topic of Alex and Connor, he says Alex walking out that day was dumb, especially after surviving the day prior. He also thinks Alex is in a toxic relationship. He was getting tired of Frank and thought the hot dog triathlon was brutal and pushed him to his boundaries, and was surprised he managed to make it through. He thought Ian's return to the tank was really dumb. He said he had fun during the disability challenge because it gave him a chance to put himself in the shoes of the disabled.
I won the disability challenge handily.
That was perfect, Symbol. That's perfect.
On Mizzy being eliminated, he thought that she would be a great manipulator for Act 3, and was surprised production didn't rig the votes to keep her in. He voted her out because she cut up his clothes, a fatal error in her final days. He then bigs up the fish tank, reflecting on his experience on the show.
I've never seen anything like this before, not gonna lie. I don't, yeah, that was, I don't know, this game is fucking interesting. It's so iconic. I feel like Fishtank has its own fucking value in itself. Like Fishtank needs to be picked up by big distributors. Like, this is crazy.
The problem with that, getting picked up by a big distributor, and I mean, Sam's worked with pretty big companies before, but you can't make this show with a big distributor. A big distributor is going to take one look at that Frank Hassel footage and go, absolutely not, or hear Bert talking about the stuff he talks about, or masturbating on camera. They're not going to allow that. So I'm sure that they could come up with an entertaining show with within the constraints of working in like the, you know, in the entertainment and mainstream entertainment industry, but it wouldn't be Fishtank. It wouldn't be this. Like, there's no way.
This is a crazy ass reality show. Like, if I show it to someone that I know, oh my god, they would flip out. This is that bad. Like, if someone showed me this, I would flip out. This is crazy.
On the topic of Act 3, he's not certain he's been told 100% of the truth, which is fair, but is ready to play the game. His final words prove he's going to be a competitor in these final 2 weeks.
I just want to win. That's it. All I want to do is win. There's nothing more. That's all I care about now. I mean, like, literally, I've lost everything that I walked in here with, and at this point, there's nothing more that you can destroy. At this point, I'm like, unbreakable. You have to, like yesterday or day before, I don't remember, but Binks was like, "Oh my God, Symbol, we need to rip you out of this house because you're not gonna leave." And that's true. You might have
I remember that.
to actually rip me out of this house. But yeah, now I've gone through so much, and there was a message.
I don't think Cucumber Feet had it all in the edit of the Frank Castle thing, but when he got into that fight with Symbol in the hallway, like, he popped him, right? He smacked the shit out of him, and then that's when he fell down the stairs. But what I don't think he showed it in the edit was that Frank fell a second time, and then it became like a meme that that's why Frank had to leave, because both towers had like 2 towers had fallen.
Message that came across from computer, and it said, "If you make it through this tank, in the outside world, you're gonna turn up. You're gonna become ironclad." And I already feel fucking iron.
Symbol has definitely evolved. I still think he's super shady, but at least he is embracing the game. I mean, he was really miserable at the beginning, stealing from people and stuff, but I feel like he's at least been a good competitor, even if I don't really care for him as a character.
Ironclad. So,
and he stood up to Frank like he did. He hit him. He knocked him down the stairs twice. I think he definitely accelerated Frank's exit more than anybody else.
I've learned a lot, man.
Like at the beginning of the season, if you'd have told me Symbol would have even stood up to Frank at all, I would have never believed that. I would have been like, no way. But I also wouldn't have expected Peyton to like punch him in the face and the back of the head and shit either.
In this house.
Peyton is up next. On Connor and Alex, she thought they both left too abruptly, given everything they've been through. On Frank, she'd noticed he'd single out 1 or 2 people a day to torture, keeping her on edge, wondering if it was going to be her day. Her strategy for the hot dog triathlon was to stay.
So that was like a point of discussion, I think, when we watched it on the recap, but why she paid so much money when she withstood Frank's storm and fought back, and she didn't really get it too bad from him. And so it was like, why would she spend $1,900 to get rid of him? But like, that's kind of what I was saying, is like, maybe she thought like he was just waiting to get back to her, and it sounds like that's what, like, where her mind was as well.
Stoic, and when the rest of her team were freaking out, she'd pick up the slack. She states she will not miss Mizzy in the house, but is excited to meet Marissa outside of the game. Next, we have Binks. She said she had an easy time with Frank, as most of their interactions were positive, and felt like she got to know the real him. On the fight with Alex's wife, she was surprised Jacqueline let herself look so bad on TV, and thinks her physically abusing Alex is whack. She thought the battle with the prisoners prepped the house for Frank Hassel, and was confused by the return of Ian, given that he couldn't handle even a minor annoyance.
Ian is the type of guy who has his routine, who, you know, is very chill for a reason. I don't think that he wants to be in any kind of stressful situation, and I think we made the right choice voting him out the first time, because he wouldn't have lasted at all. And we were able to give...
I'm glad they brought Ian back, because the arc with him and Job that then shifted to the arc between him and Bert over the use of the N-word was amazing content. Like, that was so awkward and like so intense. And then Bert flipping out at the on Ian while he was in bed.
other people a chance to be here that could have endured. But I do miss that guy.
Lastly, we have Bert. He misses Alex and wanted to have more time to build a relationship with him. Also, he's sad that he found out that he was straight. He was also confused by the amount of fat shaming Alex did in the tank, despite the gravitational pull of his wife.
The way she was so extravagant, calling me the N-word, was surprised me, like pinching my nipple.
What? Is he saying that Alex's wife? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Okay, yeah. I don't think it was in the edit that we watched, but I did see a clip of that happening.
So which kind of turned me on in some way.
On the hot dog triathlon, he couldn't figure out why they ate the hot dogs before doing the physical challenges, seemingly still not understanding the point of the show. He enjoyed torturing number 3 during the prisoner challenge and looks forward to meeting new people to do the same. Speaking on the disability challenge, he says this:
The role I was given in the disability challenge was retard, which I thought like, okay, interesting and problematic title. So I decided to play that role. And I noticed it's a lot of the being a retard was similar to like some of the qualities I have already, except it just amped it up to like an 11 and seeming more competent, which I feel like maybe.
Oh my gosh, Bert is absolutely nuts. What a character. I gotta take that back and listen to that. Sorry.
My title. So I decided to play that role, and I noticed it's a lot of the being a retard was similar to like some of the qualities I have already, except it just amped it up to like an 11 and seeming more competent, which I feel like maybe if you fans or the production trying to tell me something about how the way I act and behave.
And on the topic of Act 3, he suspects some kind of twist to come, like they did at the end of Act 1. Bert asks Jeff if they can talk alone to try and find out if he's bi-curious.
Do you mind if we talk in private? It's just something I want to say before you leave, just to get it off your chest.
I'm going to confessional. I'm not going to super private with you.
Like confessional?
Are you going to make it weird?
No. I just don't want to like discuss that with you.
Alright, hold on, let me get up. It's going to take me a minute.
So Jeff is outright refusing to have a private conversation with Bert. He's like forcing him to have this conversation in the confessional.
It's your last day here.
Are you just me right now?
No, I'm not being serious.
Like, is this a setup?
No. I just want to talk in private, away from everyone. Just like.
There is no private in this place.
Yeah, but I mean, just like.
Away from the group.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, so, remember when I was on task to keep you sober?
Thought I did decent.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I actually told production to make me the one to keep you sober because I wanted to spend some time with you, get to know you a bit more, and wanted to help you.
I talk to you every day.
Yeah. The thing is, like.
We had some real deal conversations too.
Like, when you told me that you were in jail, I just felt upset that. Like,
I'm just gonna go. I just gotta pay a bill.
He's got a handful of roses during this.
It's like paying a bill. You gotta walk in and sit there like the registry. I'll be in and out, but I'm gonna just be locked in for a minute.
I mean,
it's like sitting in a room for 3 hours, pay my bill, and.
The reason I wanted to give you my fish books because I wanted to help you with your.
I don't want to take all your money though, dude.
But I mean, it's fine. Like
I'm not a greedy. I know.
I know.
I think I did okay.
You're very.
I'm gonna go home with enough to pay a few things.
I know
And one of them is actually, I'm gonna go to a tattoo shop. And I don't know, unless you want to give me a fish buck too, I'll add it.
Bert, you should fill Jeff with a fat load of hot cum before he's back on the freezing cold streets.
I knew that was coming. Let's say if you give me one fish buck, I'll use it to spend on money to send you guys. Just some love. First thing I'm gonna get, LFG in my finger. Peyton, let's go.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's what they should do on the Vegas trip, the Thorpe victim tour trip. They should all get LFG on their, tattooed on their knuckles.
I wanted it, I don't know if like, so maybe I'll add, I'm not adding DB with Daddy Bert. I think that's something else you could, I wanted just something to remember you guys by.
Bert wants to pay him to have Daddy Bert tattooed on him.
I think LFG, let's go, is like,
So like, it was a pleasure getting to know you the last few weeks. And
I love you, dude. No, we had some real conversations. I still won't let you me though. And I've still never had a homosexual. You only have thumb war? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is how I start a thumb war. 1, 2.
Would y'all like to be cuffed together?
5, 6.
God.
Ooh. Okay. My hands just started getting sweaty.
I just wanted to tell you how I feel about you before you leave. And
Yeah, but Jober's in your higher list than I was. So how do you really feel? Yeah.
the thing is,
Yeah.
like, so it's just that, like, with
If
Joe.
you really want to touch me, you can pinch my shoulder a little bit. Lightly, because you kind of give a massage.
Okay, good to know.
No, not two, just that one. Ooh,
This is gold. This is such a great scene.
it's not bad. It doesn't turn my dick hard though.
I was trying to. I just want to like.
You wanted to touch me. I was gonna give you your moment, buddy. It's as much touching as you'll ever get with me. And don't fucking laugh, you over there.
This is a Jeff thing is long.
You're just feeding into it, and I'm alright.
I know. Because I know it's a setup.
He's trying to benefit from this. You get like some tension.
He's trying to go on an actual gay dating show.
He's not is he getting any benefit from it? I mean, I think production might have like kind of prompted him a little bit, but I think he genuinely is pretty much romantically interested in everyone, it seems like.
And then at the end, I realize
This
I'm
is
not
Gay
gay.
Awakening, and then he goes to the actual gay dating show.
Yeah.
Where they paid me to suck a dick for $1 million.
And I'm never gonna bird again. Guilty little Jeff got me birding. I'm never gonna bird again. The way I bird with you.
Oh my god, dude. You're setting me up like a mother.
Bert's facial expressions just crack me up.
Oh my god, look how close you got. This guy's dick is getting hard next to me. It's weird. Oh my god.
You said he's scared.
Bert, kiss him on the cheek.
We cool with that.
Go ahead, Bert. Kiss me on the cheek. And no slobber either. A pet. That's all you get. Bert, is that a boner in your pants? What the?
Wow.
Guess it is.
Jesus, man.
Sit back down.
Oh man, come on, you mother.
Now give him a kiss on the lips.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
There you go, Bert. This is the most love you'll ever get out of me, buddy. Black man.
Bert Bonner check.
No.
God.
Still rejected. Doesn't mean you're an ugly person. You're a big, beautiful black man. You're just not my cup of tea, dude.
You're a beautiful man too.
I sit with my pinky up like a G. I don't take it in the butt, homie.
I don't want to country or fuck you if you just want to.
You just want to touch me.
He's gonna bird off to this for sure. Jeff is going to Jeff off thinking about Bert birding off. This is gay as fuck.
Now, Bert, could you feed Jeff M&Ms?
Hey Bert, give Jeff a hickey on his neck,
Just
please.
when you're holding
Oh
it,
wow, Bert's gonna feed him treats.
cover the logo with your hand like this, so we can actually use the footage.
Magician
Give
again.
him the line, here's a little chocolate. I know you like it.
You can't even big for nothing, Bert. You can't even open an M&M pack. No, you should actually have him in this hand and feed me with this hand and still rub my shoulder. No, put the M&Ms in this hand and then go around and then still rub my shoulder.
Oh my
Put him
god.
a couple of hands.
They're figuring out their dynamic.
Come on. Throw your hand up. You suck, dude. Chocolate? Ooh. It's a little too big for my mouth.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
It really does melt in your mouth, not in your hand. Oh my god, your dick really is hard, dude! Oh my you motherfucker.
No means no, unless it means yes. Don't be afraid.
Oh my
Birds
God.
6 inches can hardly put fishes in your poop canal.
That's what you get. Ugh. Oh no, Bert! Oh, I told you!
Bert, make him lick off your chocolate chopsticks.
Pulse coming off of it from here.
What is even happening here?
I don't wanna. Oh my god!
I felt it with my elbow. That is a black dragon.
You put your weenus on his penis. You put your weenus on his penis. Put your weenus on his penis.
Don't
let that go to waste. Don't let it go to waste.
Yeah, we're just gonna stand. Just one poke, flick the tip like
just like you did to your cousin. Touch it the way you did it to your cousins.
Drink after that. Because you're a big boy, dude. I couldn't handle you. Couldn't handle it at all. So it's still never gonna happen.
Oh my god. This is the craziest shit. Like, Bert is unhinged.
About an hour after the scene started, Bert tries one last time.
But for until we.
If there's something you want to tell me, you can let me know.
Appreciate you.
Buddy, come on, we're done a bit.
Okay.
As everyone is gathered in the kitchen, the fish must say their final goodbyes to the freeloaders.
Oh man, that sucks. I mean, I know the show has to go on, but I mean, I don't know about Nifty. It seems like maybe Cucumber Feet doesn't like Nifty because she's not featured like at all in these recaps. But Job put out some amazing content. Jeff, to me, maybe one of my all-time favorite, freeloaders / contestants. I think he was just, especially toward the end, he had some really great content. Who else? Is that it? Job, Jeff, Nifty.
Nifty, Jeff, and Job.
Jeff, Nifty, and Job. Pack your shit.
It's already packed.
Pack your shit.
It's already packed.
Pack your stuff. Jeff,
You have to stay
Nifty, Job.
Everybody, thank you. It's been fun. It's been a real deal.
If he did it to women, he'd be canceled so fast. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yo, Symbol, this is Deuces, dog.
Goodbye.
No, it's real deal Deuces.
Are you guys all packed already?
Yeah, I'm packed.
No!
You in the tattoo?
Mark.
Hell yeah. There you go. I mean, that scene with Jeff just now, that was so incredibly awkward. It was just so like, it was just so strange. Just really, really, really weird shit. Jeff and Job were amazing. Yeah, I had my doubts about Job at first, but he really won me over for sure. And Jeff, I think, turned out to be like a legend. It's funny till it isn't funny anymore.
I will.
Bye, Joe.
All right.
It's the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Hey, Joe.
Oh my God, back. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey,
Yo,
Joe.
Symbol.
Welcome back.
Where was
Yo,
my?
back.
You're back?
Yeah.
You're staying?
Are you a contestant?
No. Okay.
What's going?
I got the front door.
Oh.
Everybody just calm and cry a little bit. Cry for me. Cry for me. Cry for me.
Poor Jeff, he's homeless. He's got to go back to the streets.
Turn your fucking hands are a little bit lower than they should have been. Motherfucker, you grabbed your whole half an ass cheek. LFG?
LFG. 1, 2, 3. We love you, freeloaders.
They shoot a scene with the freeloaders having individual departures. Job leaves out onto the balcony.
Bye, Joe.
Bye, Joe.
We love you, man.
Love you, Joe.
See ya.
Cool.
He left in silence.
Nifty goes out the front door and gets a fan attack one more time.
Come on, Nifty. Time to go. Let's go. Come on, Nifty. Out, 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 out. Oh, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Oh. See you next season.
Nifty, open the door. You gotta go. Come on.
See you next season. Come on, Nifty. It's time to go.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
See you next season.
See ya. Bye.
See you in 6 months.
See ya.
And Jeff probably gets the best exit in Fishtank history.
You're good to go. Sweet. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate your time. Bye, Jeff. It's the top light. You gotta push it towards this way. Yeah. I want to get it.
Isn't it a great one?
Yeah, stay in there so we get the audio muffled. So just hop in. We're not gonna push it around.
All right, good job, Jeff.
One more down. One more take.
The homeless Doctor Who.
Perfect.
All right,
Jeff. That's all.
Whatever this next recommended video is, I think it's of Grace. It looks like she's like yeah, this is a weird shoving the daddy pill down your throat.
Okay, I can't watch this. How many guys does it take to get a porta potty out?
With the house now empty, with only the fish remaining, the final four jump into
I need to go back and finish season 2 because I didn't see that. I didn't see much of her on that season.
confessional to say their goodbyes to the freeloaders.
We are the final four! Okay.
So freeloaders are gone.
Yeah.
We miss them dearly already.
Hi, Joe. Yeah, I'm on the other side now.
I'll be holding the cameras now.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm honored that you made me part of your gay awakening. I was just on your side, brother.
Yeah, Jeff, you were a real one.
Yes. It was a great
Really
time.
good.
As much as y'all
Nifty.
make fun of him.
Nifty for being here and
Yes.
mothering us
Literally.
in our
Yeah.
time of need.
Thanks
Just
for
being a calm energy.
Calming energy.
Something I desperately needed in the last
We
4
needed
weeks.
another girl to walk through that door.
Oh my god, yes.
This
Yeah.
helped.
A new dawn arises.
Sit down, Bert, my beautiful black boy.
Can you sit down, Bert?
Okay, I'm more of a standard, but okay.
Yeah, he always
But
likes
we need to get in the camera. The fish are becoming the piranhas.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get these people out.
And we're gonna get famous.
Yep.
We're gonna become stars.
We're gonna be stars.
I think we're already famous.
I'm here to get
I think we already, yeah, I think we made it.
I'm here to be a star.
We made him.
We made it. Thanks, Steve.
Final four, 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 final four.
I don't think this is the final four anyone guessed,
Damn.
but it
No,
is.
is this
Did anyone guess this?
anyone out there at home? If you
Oh,
guessed
yeah.
that this was gonna be the final four, say something.
Yes.
Please.
Peyton, please retell friend dropout story.
I definitely didn't expect Symbol to make it this far. Peyton, I feel like, could make it far in any reality show just because of her personality. I figured Bert could make it, but I hoped he would. I didn't know about Binks, but I definitely would have thought Symbol made it this far. I gotta finish season 2 when this ends. I'll probably just like start it over again after this season. After this season ends, there's a few like extended versions of stuff from these recaps that I want to watch. Like I want to watch all of the lie detector test things, and like I think I actually want to watch the carpet cleaning ASMR segment too.
Story you told.
But then after that, then I'll probably just restart season 2 and like start it from the beginning because I'm sure I've forgotten a bunch of shit.
Thanks. Bad audio. Believe people misheard. Dropped out for suicide.
What? Oh
No.
For context here, the story in question is the story Peyton told in the confessional one time with G, where they had to say the darkest thing they ever did. She said in the 6th grade, she gave a girl a silent treatment so bad she had to switch schools. She then retold the story at the bar yesterday or the day before or something like that, but it was very loud, so you could barely hear what she was saying. And Lesbians for Letty on Twitter had clipped that.
Lesbians for Letty. Peyton did not drive her friend to suicide. My mistake. Full apologies. I deleted the transcription, but I will keep up the video for reference with clarification in the comments. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so they thought that she drove some girl to kill herself, basically. But then apologized. That seems like something you might want to, like, double check before you say anything.
Making the claim that the girl had killed herself, which is not true, and that information had made its way into AB's video. So to be clear, the girl just switched schools, she didn't die.
If you think the next 2 weeks are going to be normal, you haven't been paying attention.
No. I don't think they are. I hope they are.
I don't think so
Everything
either.
is hope. It's not I know.
Peyton has that kind of a... She's like a really muted, like, toned down version of it. But, like, she has that, like... I know she's a lesbian, but I mean, like, her vibe is like a trad girl. Like, she could easily be like a trad girl influencer. But then be like, she's like, then she's also like this like really mean, vindictive person.
We gotta take it one lie at a time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
One gaslight.
One
at a
girl
time.
boss. One gatekeep it.
Like the diversity in our groups, like Breakfast Club vibes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's giving Breakfast Club.
Wow, that is
Alright.
interesting.
That's kind of interesting that Bert's talking about how diverse the Final Four are, and he's pretty right. I mean, this is a pretty mixed group of folks.
Okay, Symbol.
Yeah.
Here's your chance to not be my enemy anymore. Love you guys. If you are a computer tomorrow and not
We will miss you.
evil
But
hecklers, then we'll miss you.
Oh my god.
it's been real
Yeah.
Way too real.
Don't ever let me forget how old I am.
Call me boring. Call me
I'm trying to think of a way to phrase that Juliette Lewis Peyton energy. Maybe I feel like they're like fiercely loyal, like to the people that they're loyal to. They're like but they're like chaotically loyal. Maybe that's the best way I could put it. Chaotically loyal.
a crybaby, please. I would probably
So
still cry
long.
more.
And good night.
Now that I know what's going on and now no more delusions, no more
OPC coming for Peyton.
paranoia, I'm gonna have as much fun as I can.
Yeah.
A brand new fight.
Yeah. Basically, hope you guys are entertained and thanks for having us.
Please don't like the new people more than us.
Yes, please.
Whoa, he got banned from her chat for what purpose? Just for being a Grace orbiter?
Don't like them. We've been here from forever now.
We gotta go.
Okay.
This is
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
See you in 5 seconds.
All right. We love you all.
Not much happened today. By far, it's the biggest non-tent day of season 3. I'm literally like really stretching things out here more than I usually would. Production are all sick. I believe all 3 of the freeloaders were as well. Sam has been sick for a few days. He didn't show up. There's no challenges or anything. And most of the day is spent cleaning up the house, getting ready for Famous House 2.0. Bert's in the penthouse talking to himself about the upcoming blend-in challenge when Famous House 2.0 starts off.
I'll pick and choose based on the vibe, which ones I can easily gravitate to and be like close with. So,
Your first test tonight of your subterfuge and espionage ability will be to bird off in the den without them noticing.
yeah, I don't do that. I only bird off when I think I'm completely alone. I mean, I know I'm never alone because of these animals, but like, if there's a person in the room with me and they're comfortable with it, then it's awkward.
Even Ben's starting to get annoyed with him.
Bert,
Yes.
please stop talking to yourself and help the other contestants clean.
Okay, I was going to clean.
If you want to talk to yourself while you're cleaning, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Okay.
He also gets scared right here. This little clip made me laugh. And as Jet's painting a bunk bed in B1, TTS asks him some behind-the-scenes questions of the
I watched this live, and this was actually some of the best content this day, I think.
show.
But I was really impressed with Jet when he had his like rocket ship idea, and so I was like super tuned into his vibe for this. But like he did like a little like AMA behind the scenes kind of thing, and it was just really interesting.
Any plans 3.5 or just wait for 4.5?
Damn, I've gotten more 0.5 questions than solid digits. That must mean y'all like what games? Y'all like the 0.5s. 0.5 is not like very sustainable profitably.
Thoughts on the Vegas trip so far? I feel like there's nothing wrong. Like, it's not bad content. There's nothing wrong with it. It's really like kind of normie IRL streaming. I thought the Hormaxer stuff was kind of disappointing just because his energy was so high on his stream. And then whenever they met up, it was just kind of like, I don't know. I guess I was expecting more from the Hormaxer content. I loved, though, the vibe, like the during like the Ben and Grace critiquing, and I liked them when they called in. I thought that was a really good energy.
And
super dramatic.
some things just come down to that. So, unless things change, I mean, if we keep growing, it'll be fine. We're on pace to do that, but it was...
I think it's very interesting to finally see Princess in like a kind of like IRL environment. I think somebody said he had maybe done some before, but I hadn't seen them. But like seeing him interact and in like an IRL environment is pretty interesting if you're into like the like watching people's reactions and social dynamic kind of stuff.
Probably a little too risky to do it when we did.
And of course the Discord is just like, it's all memes, just memes on everything that happened.
Although it was very important, I don't regret it. But we didn't like, by the end of it, we had basically broken even. But I think I made a lot of people happy, so it was worth it. I'm not.
Indoor LARP season? Would that be?
Well, wasn't last night supposedly just like the intro, and then today somebody said today was supposed to be like a real content heavy day?
More manageable?
Yeah, it's sort of. That's I don't want to say too much, but that's kind of what I'm going for. That's all I can think about right now. And there's already some loose plans. The idea for the next season usually comes during the current season. It's what's happened every other time. And I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% certain that's the next play here. But I think instead of making it a 0.5 or something, it just needs to be a full thing. You just need to like, the whole 0.5, 2.5 was just like hesitance to commit because the number 3 is a completion of a pattern. So it was like, we'll dip our toes because it's risky, but we had to make sure 3 was like really good, and I think it was. Alex.
Thanks, Jed. Blood Games was my favorite shit ever.
Same.
Hope to see more LARP Tank in the future.
It's all about LARPing. It's all about pretending to be a dragon or a cowboy or something like that. That's the most fun you'll ever have. And the outside is amazing.
This was just like such a vibe watching it live. Like I was super high, but just like kind of I was zoned out, but like I could just like hear, and then hearing like all the like behind the scenes stuff and talking about his plans. I just thought it was really interesting.
Changing the dynamic of the game from competitive PvP to like cooperative PvE is maybe the next direction for the next thing, because I feel like there's only so far that like
Log the tank, go crazy, can freak out, break everything. Like,
I don't know, dude. I'm getting old. You guys are too. Yeah, I liked the dynamic in Blood Games where, I mean, of course, the whole game itself was like scuffed. It wasn't perfect. But in those like few moments where they were actually thinking like a team and like playing the game, that's what was really cool to me. So I want to see real people playing a video game in real life together.
They ask him about the Ball brothers allegations. This was a meme that was floating around on Twitter where allegedly the Ball brothers raped a girl.
I'm just going to say it already. I was right backstage at a Ball Brothers concert in 2013. I had been a huge fan of them, so I didn't even think of it as rape at the time. They groomed me into coming with them on tour as basically a sex slave. We went across state lines together. I've stayed silent for so long because part of me still loved them, and I didn't want to accept what happened. But now that they've been performing on this Fishtank show, I need to speak out and let new Ball Brothers fans know.
In 2013.
What shade of white is that? Also, why haven't you addressed the allegations about the Ball brothers? Cancel their asses.
Look, what we did in 2013, that girl's a liar. That's all I'll say.
Is the famous House mid-season reboot a recent development? Or was it part of the plan from the beginning?
It was part of the plan. But it's risky, and if for some reason it doesn't work out, we're not afraid to bail on it and just make this whole house hell again. I'm not too committed to the fact that we cleaned everything up. We'll f it up again. So if things go off the...
See, like, that's kind of interesting to know that, like, if this, like, going back to Famous House fizzles out quick, like, they're open to just completely letting the chaos back in again.
Rails. Donkey Kong leaves the rails. We'll be the first one to f***ing launch it, because who knows. But then again, I thought the whole first 2 weeks would fall apart too, so maybe not. I'm just a pessimist sometimes, so I don't know if, who knows what will happen. I think it'll probably be fine though. I think it'll be awesome again. And this time it's like, whoever you're rooting for, whoever you want to win, You're just gonna be like pocket watching them and nervously examining all of their dialogue. Like, what the f? Why did she say that? Are they suspicious of her? Like a spy thriller. It's gonna be awesome.
Thanks for including us in the loop. It's cool to hear the production side of things too.
Well, that was like, that was a big part of this season. Even though we couldn't have like a production stream, like anytime something was happening, I wanted to let you guys know. Even if it was like bullshit, like half of the first 2 weeks was trying to keep the train on the rails and like avoiding a catastrophe and watching us scramble to like keep the illusion alive. Like that's content too. And there's so many times where season 2, season 1, some contestants having a meltdown. And what do? They go off camera. So we're not doing that anymore. You want to have a meltdown, it's going to be upstairs and the whole world's going to see it. So I don't want to like, I just want transparency. Like I'm not trying to hide the fact that we're like a sloppy team, like obviously. But when things get sloppy, it's like really entertaining. And there's so many times in season 1 and 2 where I wish you guys could have seen the bullshit we were dealing with. So like global notifications getting sent out.
Oh, he joined like right now?
Like here's what's going on. Here's this, here's that. I think that's cool, and I hope you guys like seeing that side of it. Can't show it all because it would ruin the mystery and just be more about us than them.
Would you ever consider being a plant in a future season and live in the house with the fish from day one?
That's my dream, but it'll probably never happen, and I'm okay with that.
The fish are gathered in the
I
den.
didn't even think about that. Like how you create this like amazing game, but then you can't really ever play it yourself, more than likely.
And for a mission briefing on Operation 2.0.
Thanks, can you be the scribe? So what? You were casted by a guy named Ronald. Let me get his last name. This Ronald guy. Garber. No, Ronald Moore. Yeah. That's the guy you've been talking to. Okay? This is the same listing that Connor was found on. Ongoing commercial acting work is the name on Backstage. Ongoing commercial acting work for beautiful female models and muscular male models.
Wait, say that again. Ongoing commercial.
Acting work for beautiful female models and muscular male models. Bert?
What's Sybil?
Symbol's muscular.
Oh, I mean, like,
Symbol wins all the physical challenge.
Oh, I mean, like, it's like,
Symbol might dust you, Bert.
It's not very obvious.
Be careful when you talk to the lion like that.
I mean,
the show is called Last Man Standing. Okay?
CBS show.
And that's the pen name. That's the name of the show that you thought you were walking into, and then it turns out to be Famous House. And I think the contract is next big thing. It's the same. It's the same contract you guys signed.
Was the contract sent by Lydia to all of us?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll verify that, but you can write down Lydia.
The interview I had originally was a Zoom. Did Ronald do an interview?
Yeah, they did Zoom interviews. Do you, were you interviewed by Ben?
No, it was a lady with like short brown hair and glasses.
It's probably the same lady.
Okay.
So you can just say, you can say that Ben Cassie, you can say the same way. Just keep that part of your story true. It's the same people.
Zoom interview.
Just keep it the same, and we'll say the same thing. We'll say, well, the same way we mentioned early on that Bert was a last-minute addition. We'll just run the same thing back.
Wait.
Unless you want to take the risk of memorizing all this information, it's your call. But
I'll just do like the original.
Was anyone suspicious of Bert, the fact that he was a last-minute addition?
No, Smack was too.
Yeah.
So, for the Zoom interview, who was on it?
It was one of 3 people. Some guy that you forgot the name of, Ben, who you recognize on your first day here, or the short brown haired girl. Yeah, if you don't remember them, it's fine. Some girl or some guy.
Ben, will you revert to the original queer acting meal? Gotcha. Perfect.
Is that good news or bad news?
I love that, Humber. I can't wait.
Gay Ben is making a big entrance.
I think the nickname we gave for you was Ben Gay.
Well, there you go.
There's like that person.
The reason we do that is to disarm people because it's a friendly. Ben is usually the bad cop. And I'm the good cop.
But now I'm the gay cop.
Now Ben is the gay cop.
Is there any other cop?
We're not trying to like make fun of gay people, but a very flamboyant gay dude is more disarming than who we really are. Okay, I got some more information for you guys.
Yeah.
They think it's a 2-week shoot. Okay. So they're expecting a 2-week. Their show will end the same time your show does. So they don't expect 6 weeks, they expect 2. Okay. So that's what you should.
Okay, so even though they're bringing in like a new batch of contestants, they're still going to end in 2 weeks.
You should say, I'm here for 2 weeks. Your day rate is $200 a day. That's their day rate. $200 a day, and the grand prize is $50. Okay? And if you guys all get knocked out, they will be in your position early on. One of you is probably 99% chance going to win. I'm very confident that you guys are going to do this. But if all goes to hell, then these people will be season 4, and we'll figure it out. But they're expecting a 2-week shoot, and you should be too.
So, do they know about the $50K prize, or you're gonna tell them here?
They know about it. They know that somebody in the cast is getting $50K. It's 99% chance going to be you guys. They're probably not walking away with it, but there's a chance that if all hell breaks loose, that microscopic chance that they will inherit that thing. But if you fail, one of you would still be the last alive, and we'd figure it out. You're not going to go home with nothing. We have a private investor, and right now we only have the money for filming and editing the show, but once it's edited, we have meetings with Amazon and Hulu as possible distributors. So what they know now is our budget is just going towards filming. There's no deal. It's not picked up by anybody yet. We're just filming a show for later pitching. Okay. The best thing you can do is just not talk about that and just don't even think about it. Some of them have been told that we did a trial run for 2 weeks with like a different cast, like probably our friends or something. That's our story to come up with. But that we basically did a trial run to see how the show would go, and then this is the actual filming. So think like cheap actors, probably our buddies. Imagine 2 weeks ago, me and Ben called our buddies and we're like, hey, we got this funding for this show. Can you guys come like hang out and live in this house for 2 weeks? And we just want to get the camera angles right and the tech right.
Are you going to tell them this story?
Yeah,
Or-
that's not for you to know.
Okay.
And none of you, only the people who asked the most questions were told this. And that's none of you.
Yeah.
Just play dumb. You don't even know about the trial run thing. But if you hear them say that.
So he just laid all this information on them, and then they're like, "Oh, do we need to know this?" And he's like, "Oh no, you shouldn't know any of that." Like, and they're for sure that's gonna monkey wrench him for sure.
It's because that's what they were told. I think that was just to explain away like any wear and tear on the house or like anything that might be out of place.
Maybe we were testing tech or something.
It was like tech test, and we had people in here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Contestants know there are security cameras in every room for B angles and for security. So when you see the cameras, be like, oh, that must be the cameras. Don't oversell it, but don't like act super surprised. Like, whoa, there's a camera. Whoa, what's that? Like they were told that there's cameras, so don't let it be too much of a shock. There will be daily challenges and tasks where they may have to backstab people and be sneaky to win the competition. So from the listing, that's part of the description text, is there's like daily challenges and like little like social games. And they know a little bit that like manipulation is kind of part of the game. But they're probably expecting like the Big Brother type thing, like, I'm voting for her, and then I vote for you. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a lot of people here. Eliminations will be frequent. Expect them most days.
Jet is really good about coming across like really authentically and just absolutely burying them in so much like mundane, monotonous information. It's like in Skyrim, if like your entire inventory was like just all these useless items, but it was so much that like you were over encumbered and you could like barely move. Like he's just covering them in a blanket of information that's like suffocating their brains.
So every day is a fight for survival. They don't know that, but you guys know that.
But we vote them out like for a group, like we like a group vote, or with the
It'll be the
audience.
same kind of
Same
voting.
thing as every other elimination. Same routine. There's just going to be a lot of people.
So basically, keep our stuff backed at all times.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keep your stuff together.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. I would unpack. I would put your stuff on hangers, move in, feel confident. Think about Ian. Why did you guys subconsciously decide it was time for Ian to go?
Because he was always packed up.
He was always packed up, and he was never really moved in. And the first vote is not tactical; it's guilt-based. Because everyone's here and everyone's having a good time. It's who would I feel less guilty about voting out? That's how the first vote always goes. Because no one's really in the game yet. You need to pick somebody that seems shaky or like not really with it, and you need to make an example out of them. Like, they seem like they don't even want to be here. Yeah. I want to be here. That's why I'm voting this guy out that doesn't want to be here. But that first elimination will come very quickly. I want to give you guys that information. From there, it's all you. But I don't want one of you four to go home in the first one. So think about how Ian went home. Replicate. It's going to be the same thing. It's one of these guys is going to be Ian.
Do we know what time the first person is arriving?
Are we allowed to know?
So we coordinate our timelines.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say yet. You guys are gonna wake up at 8:30, and then we'll go over that stuff for you with you.
Okay.
But I don't want to say when the first person's walking in, mainly because they're listening.
Okay.
It would be shortly after that, and then it's up to you guys to come up with who came in first, whatever. Do y'all have a basic idea of how? Oh, that's the other thing. They were told the early arrival. I'll just go ahead and tell you the early arrivals were told that they.
You want to write it like here?
You just write it. The early arrivals were told that even if they got here early, they shouldn't be here until 1. Okay.
Okay.
This yap session from Jet is just so heavy.
Maybe we do walk them in.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but
I think we do. I think that would just make things simpler.
All right.
If the first people in the house were like,
Like, you know, the fish are ready for this conversation to be over, like, as soon as possible, and he keeps, like, having these little asides.
not them. That's what we'll do. Okay. I think that might play better. You guys agree?
Yeah, I don't want to be the first people in the house.
Instead of us all being here at the same time, like 2 stay and then 2 go down and walk in at different times. And
That's what we'll do. Either way, wake up at 8:30 and get ready. The first person, I'm just going to say right now, the first person in the house is not going to be you guys.
Okay.
We're doing that, okay? You will be able to go outside briefly.
And not get DQ'd.
No, that's right.
We're not walking into a trap.
It's not a trap. I'm going to wake you guys up at 8:30.
Yeah.
I need you guys ready. How long is it going to take? I'm going to ask the girls first. How long, an hour roughly?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a
I
half?
have to curl my hair, yeah.
That's fine.
Any questions?
Wait, Symbol, you were also found on Craigslist.
When did I apply for this? Can someone please tell me? I feel like I applied.
Well, you
way
applied.
Symbol doesn't even know how he got on the show. That's kind of interesting.
You actually emailed us season 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You're
saying.
very active on, like, you will reply to a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
So
I believe you had this house photo in it, right? Well, not this house, a random house.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that's probably a good coverage. Just say I apply to a lot of shit.
Yeah, which is true though.
You could you and Bert could be Craigslist, or you can memorize the information with Binks. Binks has all the information. All right, go over this. Spend like at least 45 minutes memorizing this. Writing information down, like ripping this page off, and rewriting it in your own handwriting will help you memorize it. All right, go over that together as a group. Rewrite the information.
There's like nothing to do, so Jet's giving them like homework. You have to like copy Binks's notes by hand.
Quiz each other.
Do you guys want to read it and rewrite
And then
it
try to
yourself?
sleep soon. Big day tomorrow.
Yes.
Only on Famous House.
The fish set up in the den, going over their briefing, and call it an early night as they need to continue prepping tomorrow for Operation 2.0. Day 29.
Good morning, Fishtank. You have 1 hour and 45 minutes to be ready. We're going to take you guys out of the house and walk you back in different intervals. Pack your stuff, do a final pickup. Staff will be up soon to do a sweep of the house. Good luck.
There's a message on site that says nobody has gotten it yet, teasing that there's some plot twist yet to be revealed. Bert claims that he's such a good method actor that he's able to give himself amnesia, and will go so deep into his role that he'll have to watch clips of the show to be able to remember anything that happened during Famous House 1.0 and Fishtank. He also has a theory that the new contestants will either be clones of the original eliminated fish, or they'll each get 2 clones of themselves. Computer RP gets re-implemented.
Computer here. Please make as many faces as you can in the next 5 seconds so I can improve my facial recognition systems. My sensors indicate that your probability of winning has just increased to unlikely but plausible.
And as we get close to noon, Jet tells the fish that it's time to leave the house. Sam's just messing with Bert, which was kind of funny.
Garrett, is that supposed to be you?
Yeah, I'm Garrett. That's right, Bert. I'm Garrett.
I'm Garrett's voice. Oh, jeez. Okay.
Garrett Gold. Garrett Gold. Nice to meet you.
So Gold's actually the last name?
Gold is actually my last name.
So you're Jewish?
I am Jewish.
Oh, okay.
It's a Jewish company.
No, that makes sense. I suspected, but I wasn't completely sure. Is there any... Yeah, okay.
You suspected it? No, why did you suspect that I'm Jewish, Bert? What were the clues?
I mean, the obsession with money, fish books, poker, chips. That was all... I didn't mean racist, but like...
That's extremely racist, Bert.
But I mean, it's just... I didn't overtly say it, like... But then again, I don't know.
But you were right, so it doesn't count. You were right, so it's not racist, it's just accurate.
Yeah. And I guess we found that my more problematic element to deception.
Yeah. Deceiving.
Yeah.
The deceiving Jew.
I mean, not to be. I mean, these stereotypes are here.
You sound like an alt-right Nazi right now.
I'm not. I'm just like. What is this?
Do you have metal in you?
This.
Yes, he does.
And this.
Bert.
The fish take their leave, and now the house is empty, waiting for the old fish to make their...
I watched this live, and when the house was empty, it was so weird. They started playing this like royalty-free music that was like a speaker test, and it was so chill. And then the cameras started like going all wild and like doing crazy zooms and pans and shit. It was a really like trippy, and it went on for a while too.
re-entrants and the new ones to be gaslit. A little past 1 p.m., our first new fish arrives, Braden.
All right, so we're back in Famous House. G's back. We've got the ha-ha-ha's coming back.
Braden, welcome to Famous House. Everything that you see before you is yours. Now's your shot to become my protege, Jeremy Gold, aka G. Also, your chance at 50. Zero. Grand.
Wow. What do you think?
I'm loving it.
Crazy or what?
This is nice. This is crazy. Wild.
Oh, yeah!
Absolutely insane.
Braden, make yourself at home, brother. You're the first guest.
Okay.
Number one. That's a good sign.
Ooh, I love that.
In famous
Love
house.
That. Love that.
So Braden seems pretty like normie, like kind of a little frat guy maybe, but pretty normie.
I always like being number one.
I might want to find the crispiest bedroom before the other famous stars get here. Ha ha!
And can we get a cam? Let's run a quick confessional with him.
He's outdoorsy and loves baseball cards. He takes the penthouse, but is unaware of the amount of birding off that has been committed inside. Our next new fish arrives. Kawan. Sam asks him if he has an Apple Watch. This will be somewhat relevant very soon.
Kawan, you don't have an Apple Watch, do you?
No, sir.
Okay.
There's one gold watch.
Okay.
Our next fish arrives, Gianna, and as she's getting acclimated to the house, Braden is told he needs to reshoot his entrance as Ben collects his things and he is eliminated from the show. It's not 100% clear what happened here, but from what I was...
Wait, what? So they told him he needed to refilm his entrance. He walked out and he was eliminated? That's got to be the fastest ever.
Able to piece together either he had his phone inside and production were able to hear it, or they had his phone outside. Either way, it seemed like they saw how many notifications were coming up on his phone, meaning fans were DMing him, so it's possible he knew something about the show. Production member Majok said in chat, "Thanks for blowing up his phone, guys." And this is the fastest elimination in Fishtank history, with his profile officially being marked as gone on the site. Our next fish enters, Tony. He's from Italy and has his own name on the back of his jersey. Then our first old fish enters, Peyton.
Oh, literally. I thought it meant like he was going to have his last name, but it isn't. It's his first name. Oh, and Peyton's coming in nice.
She ends up bunking with Gina in B2, which I think is a smart play to assimilate with some of the newer fish. I think this is going to help establish her cover instead of maybe taking B1 and trying to get Binks in there. It seems like the fish have been made aware that Braden is gone, but they weren't given a reason. Probably because they didn't want to blow the cover of the show being live yet. We get our next new fish, Bert.
I'm studying to be a career firefighter. I'll be taking my written exam about a week after we do the 2-week thing here at a famous house.
After the introductions, Quan and...
This is fantastic. Like, I wondered how like, what if it was gonna lead to any like interesting stuff, or if it was just gonna everybody was gonna kind of stay chill like Peyton is. But Bert's definitely like, how could you not be suspicious of this guy?
Tony reflect on meeting our black urban ripped trainer.
Bert, yeah. I thought at first I was like, oh, dude, like, he's gonna pass out, this guy. But nah, he seems cool.
Yeah.
Engulfed in his method acting amnesia, Bert is talking to himself in B1, where he's chosen to stay.
He looks kind of young. I'm where they're from. No, so he's from Italy. Gianna says she's
So he likes the guy from Italy already. He's talking about Burton off to him.
American time, or I guess this time American, but she didn't say where. And Peyton looks like she could be a teenager on a TV show. Huh.
Reconvening with the fish.
Okay, so this is like as up to date. I think this is only like, this is covering yesterday. So he just posted this like 55 minutes ago. I was just seeing if there were, I couldn't remember if there was one more or not.
Bert starts talking about his sexuality already.
I'm also a male sex worker and porn star. Yeah, and also a fitness model, not a squad builder.
You'd like to see Bert with some stronger abs, south to west?
Firefighter, and
we get our next new fish, Brandon.
Oh, and by the way, did we say something about 50?
Well, this turns out to be a complete disaster. Holy shit, this guy.
Graham? Yeah, I think so. Sponsored by Zip. Unzip your mind.
The gays bunk together in B1, and Bert begins flirting within minutes.
Yeah, I'm bisexual, but like, you know, but I have like, my attraction is like a sexual attraction to women, romantic attraction to men.
It's a gay show. Our next fish enters, Symbol. At this point, Bert has tried to make friends with Brandon. We'll get to that in a second. Peyton's been hanging out with Gianna, and Symbol's been broing down with Tony and Quan. Our next fish enters, which is Binks, the last of our finalists, and Brandon, being put off by Bert's hypersexuality, already wants to change rooms and bunk with Binks.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the floor.
I mean, I love him. He's great and stuff. But
You gonna leave Bert?
Yeah.
Officially moving his stuff in and breaking up with the raw top. Luke is the next fish to enter the house. Symbol seethes. He ends up bunking with Bert.
Oh, Luke is back. Oh my gosh, I missed that.
Next entrant is Star.
We'll see if you got what it takes to make that money, or if you'll get left in the dust.
Oh,
Bang!
Don't do that.
Twitter started digging up Brandon's socials, initially thinking he was a plant, but what they found out is that he supports and promotes child drag queens and is also one himself. They said on their site that they're looking into him, and Sam tweeted out a poll of whether or not to kick him. Our next fish enters, Breezy, and Bert comes off as horny immediately.
I'm curious, Reese, do you have like a boyfriend or whatever?
The fish
I'm glad Luke came back in for sure.
then get pulled one by one for confessionals. Most of them were non-tent, but in particular, looking into Brandon's. G continually hints at the discourse about him online.
And what attracts you to reality television? Is this something that you've...
Is this something you're attracted to?
I'm very attracted to reality TV.
And let's get a message for everyone back home. I'm Brandon. I'm new. I'm the baddest in the house.
A message for all the kids watching at home.
Everybody better watch out.
A message for all the kids watching at home.
Let's get one generic insert. I'm the new kid in town, so you better watch out.
Okay. I'm the new kid in town, so you better watch out.
Perfect. Thank you, Brandon.
You're welcome.
Great job.
Thanks, guys.
Amazing.
Very excited to be here.
Of course.
Job is part of production now. He could be seen pretending to sweep up the house. Tony, Breezy, and Brandon are having a conversation where they say they're creeped out by Bert. They conspire to try and move Bert into the penthouse because nobody wants to sleep in his room and plan on voting him out and then taking the penthouse back for themselves. While that was happening, Sam has a confessional with Binks and gives her a secret mission to make sure that nobody in the house befriends Brandon, a ploy to isolate him and get him voted off. Bert is then pulled into confessional. His acting is still terrible.
Okay, so you guys like a couple?
No.
Oh, okay, I was just curious. Okay, nothing. All right.
Star is pulled into confessional, where she admits she's actually older than 32. Who could have guessed? And then Binks pulls Peyton and Gianna into confessional.
Wait, that lady tried to say she was 32?
She tries to lead the latter to believe that Bert is a total creepo and should be up for elimination. She also continues her mission of trying to get Brandon voted off by saying he's a strong competitor and he may have been talking behind Bert's back as a way.
I don't know what made it into the show because I wasn't watching it live, but I did see that like they bring up Brandon to the other fish
to assert his gay dominance. Binks then pulls Breezy into confessional. Breezy says she's confrontational and will be a Binks defender. They both agree that Bert has been going creepo mode, and Binks cements their alliance by pretending to be gay.
Are you on the queer spectrum at all?
Yeah, I'm kind of queer.
Me too! Yay!
But the confessional is cut short as the fish are gathered into the den, where Ben does the reveal of computer.
Guys, what if I told you that you have been living
The girl with the curly hair, which one?
with a roommate who didn't walk through those front doors?
I knew it.
A roommate who's been living in the walls the whole time.
I knew there was a song. No.
That's scary.
What are you talking about?
Guys,
This place is infested.
as content creators, we don't just have to battle against influencers with more clout than us. We have to battle against AI content all the time.
I hate AI.
The person who wins this competition isn't just going to beat everybody else around them. They're going to beat our very own Famous House AI Smart program. She can be bratty, she can be catty, and some days she can just be kind of a but other days she can be a total sweetheart and even send you an encouraging message to help get you through the day. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Computer.
I'm dyslexic.
Don't let the pasta overcook famous stars.
Prompted by TTS, which was asking to reveal a secret about themselves, Luke reveals a truth about himself, while Bert takes the opportunity to lose more social points.
I'll go first. This is not my first TV show.
I like to sometimes hurt myself on purpose because it turns me on. Like, just do some shit like this.
Like, Bert, that's the very first thing you say to people when during a like getting to know you round table.
Could
you not do it?
And Brandon reveals his dark secret, which has been made public knowledge on Twitter.
When I was 7 years old, my dad murdered someone in front of me at McDonald's. So that is a secret. I don't know if that's what she's talking about, but that's one of my...
Symbol, getting away from the rest of the house briefly, suspects Kawan is a Fishtank fan and tells production to keep an eye on him.
Guys, Kawan knows. He imitated my roar before me. He gave me a shoulder rub like Bert did. And a couple more things that I noticed. I don't know if you want to keep an eye out.
Luke Kawan.
Symbol already doing the complete opposite of what they told him. They said, do not try to have a relationship with the, with the production because the new contestants could see it, and immediately Symbol's trying to leverage those relationships. Shameful.
Juan and Tony are pulled into the penthouse to shoot a scene about how they're the boys in the house.
Bert is the greatest reality character of all time, nothing close. I mean, it's pretty difficult to make a case otherwise. I mean, he's been consistently pretty insanely entertaining and bizarre and weird, and probably one of the most open people on a reality show, for better or for worse.
That's right, we're the only real dudes in this place.
Hell yeah.
Plus, he'll openly bird off, like...
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Remember when he asked that vampire if he was asking him to bird off together?
Maybe get some girl talk. Talk about the girls in the house, too.
Well...
Yo, what were you saying?
Jenna, she's cute, but she's too young.
While Binks and Breezy eavesdrop.
She's old, bro.
Yeah,
She's over 30.
She's still like, you're in the group too.
They play F, Marry, Kill.
I like Stars. Stars, she's not bad. I like older women. She can teach you a thing or two. She's a substitute teacher. Now I'm telling you. I already told you my secret. I already told you my secret, so did you hear his secret?
What's your secret?
Tell him your secret. Tell him. I had a entanglement with my stepsister.
What?
No blood.
I don't know what that means. That you're not related.
Yeah.
I thought you meant something else with the no blood thing.
No blood.
So his secret is that he hooked up with his stepsister?
Paisano, we don't do that. It's spicy. It's blood in the play. You know me.
That's good.
I like blood from Binks.
That's good.
I put it on my Binks.
Kids G saying that.
Binks the blood. I can put it on me. It's for sex.
A new fish arrives, Alex B, but the girl version. TTS jokingly tells them there's a hidden immunity token somewhere in the house. As the new fish go on a feverish search, the old fish have to pretend not to blow the cover. G interrupts to gather the boys to go lift, telling them the token isn't real. Ben then pulls Breezy, Binks, Peyton, and Gianna to film a scene called The Girls, setting up the opposite of the boys. Breezy takes the lead, saying they should all vote out Bert because he's creepy. They talk about which of the other boys they think they can trust. Kawan's name comes up, and they also discuss who else they think they should vote out. Binks and Peyton try to steer the convo to voting out Symbol. The group is joined by Star and Brandon. They seem to lock in voting Kawan out to try and break up the boys group, giving them less power, but will be using Bert as a decoy if people ask them who they're voting for. Star, who had been looking for the immunity token, had found some names left behind from Fishtank hidden in the bookcase. Papers with the names Bert, Peyton, Symbol, and Mizzy. After the scene ends, under their breath, you can hear Brandon and Breezy say that they actually know each other outside of the show, which would break their contracts, a possible easy out for production trying to kick Brandon.
As long as I never find out that we already knew each other. We're good.
After some time passes, Sam and Ben confront Star about the pieces of paper she found.
Star's a really interesting contestant. How old is she? It seems like they don't usually get like... She seems like she might be like middle-aged.
And managed to throw her off the trail.
Who have you shown them to?
Everybody's seen them.
Did you find the star card?
I did not find the star
You did
card.
not. Well, we have to rehide these.
Okay.
But if you find the star card, you're good to go. Eh?
Oh gosh. Okay.
Star, I want to know, is there anyone in the house right now that you don't trust?
I really don't trust Alex because she just got here.
Alex B?
Yeah, she just got here. And she...
Vance then hides.
Remember, she's in her late 30s. That makes sense. Remember, Sam was worried that if they brought in like a late addition, that they wouldn't be trusted, and all the people were like, "Oh no, we wouldn't have any problem with that." And like immediately, somebody's like, "I don't trust the last minute addition."
Hides more papers around the house, directly in response to what Star had found. Symbol and Tony then find the names, possibly now transforming these fake immunity tokens into real immunity tokens. But as of now, that is undisclosed. The new Alex B is pulled into confessional, but their conversation gets cut short as there's a new arrival pulling up.
We got somebody here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, another person? Do you need me to stay here?
While at the same time, Bert gets caught birding off. Our new fish steps into the tank, Kevin. Luke...
I wonder what her motivation is to be on the show. Just maybe she's a reality TV fan that wants to be on a show or something. She just seems like an interesting casting choice.
Tries to initiate
Like in a good way, because I don't know what really to expect from her.
Kevin into the boys while throwing shade at Symbol.
But yeah, this is the boys. You seem all right, so we might initiate you into the boys with a Z, and we can live together. Or you can join Symbol, who... Listen, I don't want to undersell him, but hey, listen, he's all right, I guess.
Bert the giant, large, dark.
So he's really going in on the like anti-Symbol.
Gentlemen, he's sleeping here. I don't recommend sharing a bedroom with him, just so you know. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I guess.
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Oh yeah, I guess I'm wondering.
You don't even listen to me.
Well,
Ben pulls Brandon into confessional to talk about the drag queening.
How you were getting like attacked online for the, it was like a kid or something that was in drag, and that is so disgusting to me.
Donald Trump even chimed in on that.
No.
That's why I got thousands of people telling me to kill myself and call me a pedophile.
Talk about being like dealing with haters in that drag scene and some of the backlash that you faced from that.
So in 2018, I made a sequin onesie for a drag star who was only 9 years old named Lactasia from Canada. And it became international news all over the world. And even Donald Trump chimed in on Twitter and called me disgusting, which made thousands of people call me a pedophile. And literally, in the right-wing media, literally I was branded a pedophile. To this day, before this, I have not been able to get like any acting work or like anything like that because people Google.
So do you think they just didn't vet this guy at all? Or do you think that they brought him on knowing? Because I think production is kayfabe. The production stance has been like that they didn't know, and when they knew, they left it up to the fans or whatever. But I mean, it didn't... I don't know. I guess I don't really know how much effort they put into like vetting the people aside from just making sure they don't know about Fishtank.
Google me and they see that.
G wasn't in the room at the time, so he recaps it with Ben.
He said that he was attacked and people were threatening to kill him.
Yeah.
And he had to go into hiding because he was afraid for his life.
This is a good place for him to hide.
And that Donald Trump tweeted about it.
Yeah. Did he?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And I told him that he was so brave.
He's safe here.
I love you so much. I told him some other bullshit too, but...
Did he talk about like, any reason like, why he did it or anything? Or is he still doing it?
No. I just had him rehash the incident there. Had him talk about why drag is important to him.
Sam then enters the penthouse to have a talk with the boys.
You want to tumble on this bed?
What's wrong?
I'm interested in his motivations to come on the show as well, because I mean, he had to know, like, he said nobody else, he couldn't get hired anywhere else. Like, wouldn't he be kind of sus of a production that was like super open to him?
Well, shoot yourself. You know
Bert,
what
that's so distracting. What are you doing, bro?
I'm just trying to like keep a mental note of who everyone is. I don't like
Can you do
confuse
that
names.
in a different? Can you do that somewhere else, man? I'm sorry.
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm not having a good night here. So why you doing that? It's not. It's not for feminine ears.
Oh man, are you kicking me out?
Rough pass.
No, you stay. I don't care. Oh.
So that was legit South to West. He actually did tweet it out.
It's one of the boys. Yeah, you can be one of the boys.
Just a little boy.
Binks, you are imposing yourself on in a male space right now. Really not
This is just like in the gym.
See you in a little bit.
All right,
Binks is imposing herself in a male space. Bert's gonna like hearing that.
bye guys. Please.
Kind of f***ed up because part of what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to vet people for casting, and we casted. I think we casted somebody that's not good. The kid Brandon. Yeah. The reason he's not getting acting work. And here, come look at this. So this is this is why he's not getting work as an actor. LGBT activist and designer. He's got.
That was him? Brandon Milton?
That's a kid. That's him. Announcing Queen Lactatia as the new face of the House of Man brand.
I wonder if he really did though, or if he was just exaggerating.
So he's got an 8-year-old kid in drag. Yeah. And I'm the guy that signed off on hiring this guy, and now it's a show. Damn. So I don't know what to do, man. A designer who announced that a 9-year-old drag queen would be the face of his clothing line woke up today. Blah, blah, blah.
He's not even fucking cool.
Cheers up.
Damn. This is what he posted on Facebook right here.
He did?
This is what he posted. Announcing our new cover girl, Queen Lactatia.
How long ago?
For House of Man. This was 2018. And House of Man, they like posted pornography on their website too.
Damn.
So now I'm the reason the show's.
So what's that do?
I don't know, dude.
Disqualified?
I don't know.
Leather pants down there?
Because
Boots and the pants and the shirt.
Yeah.
Shirt.
We can't do eliminations? We can just drop him. Drop him before Bert. Exactly. To save the show. To save the show. We can do this, bro. We got your back. For real. No matter what.
DTS then aids the boys with their plan to get rid of Brandon.
I think you should confront him. With or without others is your decision.
Yeah, that might be a good move.
You do it, Luke.
I got balls.
You do it, Luke. I want to see Luke do it.
Kwan and Tony tell Binks and Symbol the situation, while Luke pulls Brandon into confessional for a one-on-one.
It's you. And it's talking about, it's calling you this, it's calling you that, it's calling you weird stuff. It said something really peculiar, and I wanted to pick your brain about it because it was a little unnatural, strange. And it said, you said you had trouble like finding work or something? You were having issues in your industry or something?
Yeah, because of like the Trump stuff.
Trump's, like, what do you mean?
So in 2018, I made a sequin onesie for a 9-year-old drag queen in Canada.
Maybe I'm foreign to the world of drag, but there's a sexual connotation to drag, isn't there?
I don't think so.
Not at all? You don't think?
That's cross-dressing.
It's like a LGBTQ.
TTS is just like so brutal in the fish tank.
Plus P, whatever, like.
Yeah, drag is performance art. Drag is entertainment.
You made a sequin dress for a 9-year-old.
A onesie, yeah. Just a onesie.
It's a 9-year-old kid. It's like it's not even 13. It's like I remember reading about how they were putting like friggin' dollars in Devin's or Desmond's outfit.
I don't know anything about that. I've never met any of them in real life.
Stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're involved in that's a weird thing.
Drag is so empowering. What was the drag queen's name?
Lactatia.
What the? So a 9-year-old kid named Lactation.
I didn't name him.
But you did the work for him. You're involved.
I filled the order that came through my website, yes.
So you saw a 9-year-old drag queen, Lactatia. What is lactating?
I didn't name him.
With the whole house aware something is going on, everyone is gathered in the den to talk it out. The conversation didn't go very well. Most of the house seemed to be pro-child drag queening, and with no one backing Luke, Brandon walks off, and Peyton gives him a hug while her stocks are now plummeting. A new fish enters the tank, Shelby. G pulls Symbol aside to show him the weird sexual content that's also being sold on Brandon's website.
What I got, you got to give it to your father, Anthony Kiedis.
And the sister.
Yo,
What's up?
Dream of Californication. He said that he just.
What a segue from Red Hot Chili Peppers confessional karaoke into this.
Filled an order.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
This is what he posted on Facebook. Introducing our new cover girl. So it's not just an order. It's his new cover girl, Queen Lactatia for House of Man. This isn't CG, by the way. This is real. This fabulous 8-year-old has quickly become a drag superstar. Yeah, I think that's Lactatia right there. Some of her other drag appearances. Okay.
What the fuck?
And so I went on the, you know what the Wayback Machine is? Archive.org. So we went to his 2018 website. So here's some gowns. There's some undies right there. It's getting a little sexual. We got a hand in the pants. We got some nipple pasties here. We got some sexual stuff. Harness, you know, normal stuff.
Yeah, he's a grown-ass man, I guess.
Cock.
Yeah.
All this stuff.
Yeah, he's freaky.
Okay, now it's getting a little wet. This is something Bert would wear, probably to the mall.
For sure.
Probably the grocery store.
Oh my
Here's
god,
Bert's. What Bert?
This is so awkward. Him showing him all these photos, and you can tell Symbol is like, it's like brain is like overloading.
Wears to the mail, the post office, and then there's.
Okay, already freaking me out.
There's Lactatia right there. Okay, so it's not just an order that he filled.
Yeah.
It's a 9-year-old that he's got selling. So this is the thing you can buy on his website. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to run that by you and see what you thought. That's all. Symbol. Thank you.
Dang, we got.
This is his website right here. He's literally selling vagina leotards. So Symbol, now alone, doesn't want to bite on the drama and is more worried about winning than breaking up the girls group and getting Brandon out because he's weird. As the girls are debriefing in B3, Bert, who hasn't been able to get a read on the room.
Oh my god, look at Bert is a madman.
Since the start of 2.0, or even be liked by any of the fish like he was in 1.0 in Fishtank, tries to use his tried and true whistle technique. It doesn't go well.
Guys. Please, just let me.
Don't do that again.
I'm sorry, it was too much noise. I couldn't shut up. I was trying to like.
G then pulls Breezy into confessional, trying to leverage the fact that she knows Brandon, and also use the added carrot on the stick of money to get her to turn on her friend and get him to walk off the show.
How good of friends are you with Brandon?
I don't know Brandon. I met him today.
Who's the guy that's getting busted right now? Is that Brandon?
What does that mean? Getting busted.
That's getting raining down on him for the child drag stuff. That's Brandon, right?
Luke and Brandon?
Oh yeah, Luke did that too, right? Yeah. Yeah, Luke was big into child drag, I heard, and that's probably why everybody's mad at him. No, Brandon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brandon's the costume designer.
Brandon is your friend.
No.
How good of a friend are you with Brandon?
After today, I mean, I feel pretty close to him.
After your life being friends with him at home?
My life being friends with him
Yeah.
at home. I don't know Brandon at
Okay,
home.
if one of you has to go, who do you want it to be?
I'm gonna stay.
You're going to stay. So what you're going to do is you're going to make it so that he wants to leave voluntarily. Do you understand? And that's because in the contract, it says you can't come on this show if you know somebody, and we know you know him. And I don't care if that's true. You're going to get him out. How about that?
I don't know Brandon. I can't get
Do you want $1,000?
Why is she saying she doesn't know him when doesn't she remember that they're on camera like 24/7? We saw the actual footage of her saying it. Why is she lying to G?
And a pair of AirPods. What are they called? AirPods.
$3,000 and maybe a new desktop MacBook.
How much is a desktop MacBook?
Probably $5,000.
Okay, so let's be a little more realistic. If I pay you $3,500, will you get something explosive going tonight?
It would probably have to be 10 grand.
I don't think you understand how money works.
I was just thinking about how much my worth is worth.
Mm-hmm. Well, think about it on an hourly basis. Because there's more.
$3,500 just to stir up a big batch of drama, and she's like, "Oh, I don't know. I gotta think about what my time's worth."
More opportunities to earn money on this show, and obviously,
The
I'm talking to
challenges
you.
aren't.
I'm talking to you because you are the aggressive. You're the person that knows what a reality show is. Okay, so you know what you're doing here. So if anybody's going to make money, it's probably going to be you. So let's start it off. Let's get it started tonight.
What is something explosive that you have in mind?
That dude leaving here of his own volition in tears, not because you said I offered money for him to leave, but because you did something f***ed up to him.
To Luke or to Brandon?
To Brandon.
That's not worth $3,500.
Okay. You want to leave the show? F*** it. This.
They ain't cheap.
Braden.
That's really interesting to see the to see that exchange of him just straight up offering her money to like torment that guy, and she's somehow like she's above it, but she's not above it like ethically or morally. She just wants more money to do something like that.
Back in B3, Tony almost lets it slip that he saw the picture of Lactatia, but no one presses him on it.
Literally something just like this, you guys. We saw the picture. Y'all saw the picture?
Is that vintage?
How did you see the picture? Go ahead. How did you see the picture? It was literally a onesie like this.
Then we get the introduction of two new fish, Alyssa and Sky. The second
Holy shit, 2 more?
of which's legal name is Star, but they gave that name to the other older black lady because they thought it would be funny. Peyton is pulled into confessional, but she seems to be pro-drag, so it doesn't really work out. Sam then pulls Kevin into confessional and is getting annoyed because no one seems to be acting like they're on a reality show.
What do you think about all the craziness that's ensuing?
Well, I'm just, with all the craziness, I'm just trying to process it, try to make sense of it.
Well, think fast, because you're on camera.
Yeah.
What's the process? What's the result of the processing?
Luke talks to Star to try and use her to turn the rest of the girls against Brandon, but it doesn't seem to work. With everyone now in B3, Sam
I hope she sticks around for a while. I feel like Star could be good content.
splits up the group so they can talk strategy because the elimination is happening shortly.
I see what does that mean. He doesn't like my pasta, huh?
He ate
the pasta was good.
I missed the pasta. I can't when y'all were eating. Damn. I love some pasta.
I love pizza, pasta, pretzels.
Good.
Yeah!
34 years old? There's no way Star's 34 years old.
Pizza sounds hella good.
Now, I hate to cast
Make another one
a
out.
shadow over the night's proceedings.
I'm trying to be nice.
But we're doing our first elimination, y'all.
Yeah, egg on my shoe.
What time?
Can you believe it?
What time?
Surprise.
I don't know, 5 minutes?
5 minutes?
Yeah.
With none of the group seeming to want to target out Brandon, except for the boys, G pulls Brandon into confessional to eliminate him himself.
What's your
Oh, this could be really awkward.
What's your day rate that we're paying you?
200, I guess.
Okay. Ugh. Vance, how many times have I thrown you under the bus?
I don't know.
More than 10 or less than 10?
Probably less.
Okay. So Brandon, there's probably a funnier way to do this, and I've been racking my brain, but hold on a second. I can't even look at you. Can you just get an Uber? And we're not gonna, you gotta use your own account. I don't even want you on my Uber account. Just pack your shit, gotta go. And Vance, get some funny dialogue in there to make this a funny exit, but I just can't even look at it. Okay. I'm a professional. The show must go on.
What is happening right now?
You gotta pack your shit. You gotta go. It's time to go. You ain't never know when it's time to go. But now you know, cause you're being told. Feels like there's a wet lizard on my neck right now. You know what I mean, Vance?
Absolutely.
I locked you in. I'm a bad guy, Vance. Okay. Brandon, let's get your stuff and just get you out of here. Let's get out. Quickly. There you go. Get your stuff. Go. Do it quick. Do it quick so I don't get angry.
I mean, this is rough, but I still think the other one was rougher in the first season whenever he had the guy who was like writing those weird journals, and then he used the fact that his dad had laughed at him when he sang karaoke, and then he forced him to sing karaoke so that he could laugh at him. That was pretty brutal too.
As he's packing his stuff, Bert was so horny, he tried to convince G to let Brandon to stay.
I'm sorry,
You call me dude?
Oh, okay. Brandon said he's leaving. But why? Was there a vote already?
Go talk to him, quick.
I've tried to, but he said that he's being forced to leave. He doesn't want to, but he's being forced.
We need your help.
G then shows the Brandon stuff to Binks. She's disgusted.
I'd rather vote out Symbol. I think that's like a more strategic play on my part. I think that would help me personally, and that if you guys...
I like this. This is my kind of confessional content. Binks yapping while Sam's eating eating a mini can of Pringles.
guys like don't want him on the show, you
Also, I really want sour cream and onion Pringles now.
can just like remove him.
I actually want him on the show. I think he's a cool guy.
Then why would you want me to vote him out?
So I don't accidentally kill him?
Oh.
I'm going to get some, and then I'm going to email the company and let them know that I bought them because I saw their advertising on Fishtank.
Well, you know, that's
With my
illegal.
fists. I know, but my fists do stuff that I don't tell them to do.
I think if he can
You
survive...
want to see?
Yeah.
Brandon's taking way too long to pack, and Sam's getting more annoyed.
Excuse me? Dude. Finally. I'll make it make sense. Hurry up. Does that make sense? I'll make it make sense. Hurry up. Does that make sense?
Why?
Yeah, bro, I'm packing.
Okay.
But how? What the?
I mean, I guess because he thinks he's on like a real reality show that like there's no kind of like danger. But if I had an encounter with the producer of the show like he just had with Sam, like I would have been the fuck out of there like immediately.
What's going on? We haven't had an official vote yet. I didn't vote. Why is he getting kicked out? Try to look at it. But can't you convince him to stay? But he said that you're telling me to go help him. Help him what?
Convince him to stay.
But you just...
Go help him pack, actually, Rick. That's the best thing you can do right now.
I'm confused as hell.
Go help him pack.
But I don't want him to leave. I want him to stay.
Go help him pack.
Why?
Because he's got to go.
But why does that have to go here if there was no official vote?
I'll tell you later.
But he's...
You got to go help Brandon.
Sam's really getting agitated.
You ever hear a song? You got to go help Brandon pack. You got to go, ain't no coming back. You got to put his stuff in his bags and get him on the road. We gave him $200, that was what we was told.
Why?
You hear that? That's very good. Come on, brother.
What's going on?
That'd be fine.
What? Pack? But why?
It's like that other song. You ever hear that one? Brandon came to the house, but then the same day you got kicked, it would make honey wasn't cool. It made me really sick. Correct.
Welcome to Famous House. Pretty much, I guess. At this
But
point.
he's the only queer male in the house besides me.
You don't know that.
I mean, the ones that's open about it.
He's the only openly one, but you don't know there's not a queer male in this house.
Wait, you're saying there's more?
You might be looking at one right now. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Anyway, can you please just stay at least one more day?
Hell no.
Why?
Because I want him out.
For what reason?
My reason.
Can you tell me what it is, please?
I cannot.
I don't understand.
My reasoning is it's so ethereal and it fluctuates so in such a cloudy, mysterious way that I cannot possibly explain to you my reasoning. Okay?
But he was only here for less than 24 hours and anything kicked out?
Yeah.
It's because he's the most flamboyantly clear person here?
No.
It's because he's the oldest person here?
It's because he and Breezy knew each other.
Again, I feel like Cucumber Feet was really smart to leave such a long edit of this in, because I think this is really good content.
Before the show, and that's not fair to the other contestants. So one of them has to go. We have you saying it, we have you liking each other's Twitter posts.
I don't have Twitter.
Instagram then. You know what I'm talking about, Instagram.
The same shit. Everything is just
This is the game.
Different.
Get used to it, sweetie.
But what does he have to go?
Same, but
because they knew each other, I offered her a chance to fix the situation. Now he's got to go, okay? That's it.
Well, you got to give it to Bert. He spent all that time saying, like, you know, tell me why, and then as soon as he told him, he's like, oh, okay, and then he just left. Like, so that's good for Bert.
If you both leave,
It's taking mad long.
Yeah, dude, I got
It was taking like way longer than I thought it was going to take.
Okay, here's when one leaves and one stays. What determines that?
I flipped the coin.
Copy. What?
Enjoy your trip home, Brandon.
My suitcase split and I just there was like a
And then it comes time for elimination. Kawan votes Symbol.
I've waited for this day a long time.
Symbol.
I don't even feel bad about it. Symbol.
South to west, stocks through the roof.
This one's for you.
Breezy votes for Symbol.
Look at these disloyal people. They're just gonna roll Symbol under the bus at the first chance they get. Wow.
Sky votes for Symbol.
I mean, you know, I guess I only had 2 logs. I got saved once. And then, well, I don't know. I stepped into dangerous territory and I was a little too forward, perhaps. But it was a good time, you know. I mean,
Change all their votes.
well, this one's pretty good. Holy. That doesn't look like my name. What? Okay, you know, hey, different handwriting too. Wait a minute. Oh, am I dreaming? Oh, hold the phone. Wow.
Do not change any votes.
I don't need to, except my own. Symbol my name. Ooh. You gotta go. You know, you had your fill of Famous House. You know what it is now. You know what the play is. And unfortunately, I just really didn't like seeing him, you know, strike people from behind, you know? If you're gonna hit somebody, hit him in their face. But he's, you know, he's Symbol, so.
Alex B votes Symbol. Then, in the middle of the elimination, a new fish arrives, Lily. Kevin votes for Bert. Gianna votes Symbol.
Change all of the votes now. Change the vote, my lion.
I would, I just don't know the names though. I'm sorry, computer, I don't know who's who because I don't have the names. Anyways, I'm gonna go with Luke. Reason being, I don't know him. I don't know who he is. He's strong, and he's a competitor, and
So the very first time, after all that, like what I took to be like growth in Symbol and him becoming a better competitor, taking the game more seriously, we go through all of that, and the very first time that he's not protected by production, he's going to get voted out.
For me, I need people. I don't know, I just don't like it. That's all.
Shelby votes Symbol.
I hope you don't take this personal, but we've been here long enough.
This is a real Liquid Grace look.
The lion sleeps tonight.
We've been here long enough. You've fought your game, and this is the next step. I'm sorry.
Bert, they want you out next. Please save Symbol. Change the votes to Luke.
Interesting. Okay.
If you touch any of the other votes, you will be eliminated.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm afraid I am voting for Luke because so far he's been the most overtly problematic one, and his actions made the only other queer male was forced to leave the house. And for this reason, in fact, it's only day one, I don't.
Bert sure got a unique method on it. How he picks who he's going to vote out.
Trust him to be here.
You are next.
Excuse me? Okay. Well, regardless, I think he's one should be eliminated. Because he's overly problematic and I don't like his vibe. I'm sorry, but this is the truth.
Tony votes Symbol. Star votes Symbol. Alyssa votes Symbol. And Lily votes Symbol. Joe brings in the money cube for a little added inspiration.
Oh no. Can we just not just have it?
Can you align it to the edges of the table, Joe? Please? Obviously.
And then finally, we get the results of our elimination.
Symbol. Probably spelled wrong. Yeah.
I still can't believe the very first time he needed to like fight for himself to stay in the game, he couldn't do it.
Symbol. Symbol, where are your bags?
In the room 3.
Go there, Mita will meet you in there. Everybody else stay in the den, please.
Thank you.
And that's him.
Symbol gets sequestered
I don't know where he is, but I bet South to West is birding off to this right now.
into B3 to get a real goodbye from the crew as our lion sleeps tonight.
Sorry, been under the sweat.
That's all right.
I want you to know, we all really respect you and like you. Bulls got aggressive and they turned opinion against you.
No worries.
We didn't expect it night one, but that's what happened.
No worries.
And what G said, every step was one of the reasons that this happened.
Of course.
You, when you were in the mailroom, I know you think that you might be like the least popular or whatever, but when you were in the mailroom, the audience was repeatedly TTSing every single person to change the votes.
Against me?
No, to help you.
I know.
Yeah, we had to, XXX, it's day one, computer can't go that crazy.
Yeah.
But, you have a lot of people, us included,
Yeah.
that this really sucks for. It's not a coincidence that you earned the most fish bucks out of anybody here. You're a strong competitor and that's why they fear you. I wish it didn't end like this, but this is the end of your story here.
No worries.
And we sincerely thank you for being a part of this. I
That
hope.
amulet I gave you was bullshit.
I know.
If I was the type of guy to keep mementos and give them out, I would give you one. Because, we respect you, bro.
I know, brother. Never took it to heart.
Symbol, you're a really strong competitor.
Thanks, sir.
And you have a lot of heart. You have a lot of heart. And
You're a fighter, bro.
I'm not sure much you're.
You're a fighter. And this is not the end of your.
You gonna miss Symbol as a heel character? Yeah, I mean he's definitely like I hate watch him, but he did have a pretty good arc, and honestly, like the Cell, he made the Cell content, him and Bert. and then the disability challenge he was great in. So Frank, he rose up to meet Frank. I mean, that's saying a lot. I'm glad he isn't going to win, but I wouldn't have minded if he stuck around for a while, just to annoy South to West, if nothing else. They're giving him this Viking send off.
This is just the beginning for you.
I hope I did good outside.
You
did good. You're gonna do good.
You're gonna do just fine, Symbol.
Yeah, man.
But I really respect you a lot. You show a lot of heart, and you should leave here with your head held high.
Oh yeah. I'll have to go back home.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
come up here, Symbol.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, we want to give our warmest regards to Symbol, somebody who came here, didn't expect what was going to happen, and rode with every punch through 3 different iterations of this okay? And even when it was tough, he made it through. I want you guys to support him on the outside, what all of his endeavors. This man needs to be on a movie screen. Okay?
Let's get him there, guys. Come on.
Mobilize. Okay? You've earned your
Can you imagine the seething from South to West if he becomes a movie star?
place in Fishtank. I just want to thank you so much for everything. And you should be proud of your time.
I'm proud of me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, sir.
It's difficult to say, Joe, because it seems like he really was eager when they started because I mean, he's essentially they plotted and really helped him be part of the storyline. I mean, he put the work in once they got him going, but he may genuinely believe it, and I think they might even I think they mean it, but yeah, he's probably expecting something. I wonder if what they would do if a contestant turned the tables on them during this part.
That was a really nice meeting. Thank you very much, Ben.
Well done.
Bollywood icon.
Symbol. Well done.
I tried. I did.
You did excellent.
I tried.
Wow. Well, that's day 29, so now we're completely caught up with real time again. So I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm hesitant now after today running into the problems with Chuck Woolery of doing anything in the Judge Judy market, but I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure something out. I think the show continues to be top tier, even though even the downtime while they were taking down one show and putting up the other one, I thought was pretty entertaining. But all right, well, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Sorry the Chuck Woolery tribute didn't get its legs under it, but I appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully I'll see you soon.